It's Gears of War E-Day? Anyways, be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. We're going to be diving in and talking about the Xbox showcase that was today. Obviously, we did the pre-show, the during show, and the post-show. And for those that jumped in, I hope you enjoyed it. Some people complained apparently that I didn't talk enough during the stream. I guess I assumed usually people don't want me yapping while the showcase is going on, but apparently people were whining that I didn't talk enough during it. I was like... I was just like, man... Anyways, so the assumption was we were going to get Gears 6, and then we got shown Gears E-Day, which really threw me for a bit of a spin. I wasn't expecting that because I kind of assumed, you know, when you build up to the final entry in a series, that you would finish that final entry in the series. I mean, it's going to be like 2030 by the time, you know, Gears 6 comes out. So I'm going to be like old, waiting for closure for the franchise. Why? I don't. It doesn't make any sense. I feel like I need a new lobby. This team kind of fucking sucks. I'm not doing well, but like our team kind of sucks. Just gonna throw it out there. The other team's just dominating us. But yeah, like I mean, it looked great. E-Day. I thought it looked fantastic. Where is he behind me? Oh, he's up. Oh, she's up there. But yeah, I was just genuinely. It came out of nowhere that it was gonna be a prequel. I genuinely, I did not understand the point in doing that. Like, I guess they want to get back to their roots, but it's like they also mentioned in like an article, they're like, oh, we're still gonna do, you know, Kait and JD and stuff, but just not now, I guess. And it's like, if not now, like I gotta wait till like 2030, because they used to get these games out every 2 years. Gears 4 and 5 were 2-year games each, and you know, this one's taken since, what was it, 2019, so it's been like 5 years. Or it'll be even longer, because there's no release date, which to me means, maybe if we're lucky, 2025, but it's probably going to be 2026. Ah, man, it's going to be like, I'm going to be so old when the final Gears comes out. It's heartbreaking. What if something happens? We don't get to see the series finished. I know Halo is a lost cause, but for Gears, I thought they'd, you know, at least wrap things up a bit. How did I mess that up? How did I mess that up? Yeah, but like it looked great. It genuinely looked fantastic. Sorry, one sec here. Okay. Alright, sorry. One sec. One of my buddies kinda... all his social media kinda disappeared, so I'm checking with another friend to see if he's doing alright and stuff, so, yeah. Because when people, like, do the whole social media reinvention and stuff, or they, like, randomly... Because that's what I was saying the other night there, where I'm like, oh, one of my Instagram people I follow vanished, and I guess that was my buddy, and I'm just checking up with another pal to see how he's doing. So, yeah, whenever there's a big social media reinvention of someone, or they like restart their social media and stuff, that means they've gone through like an extreme hardcore point in their life or something, and you always gotta check in, right? Yeah, you always gotta check in on that. Dom is back. Yes, he is. Yeah. He is back. I'll get to the other questions first. I just want to talk through all my gear. I want to get my Gears E-Day stuff out of the way. But the trailer looked fantastic, and I think people, again, from my reaction, were kind of taking the wrong, sort of my wrong thoughts on it. I was more just like, I was really kind of just surprised and disappointed because I wanted just the series to wrap up. Like, I'm always down for a prequel or spin-offs or anything like that, but I kind of wanted them to finish Gears before doing other stuff, if that makes sense. Like, I just wanted it to be like done, and it was supposed to be a 10-year game, Gears 6, so I'm assuming the 10-year plan is out the door. You know what I bet happened? Is Halo Infinite failing as bad as it did. I bet you they totally abandoned their... Because I bet you they were trying to do the same model that they did for Halo Infinite for Gears. And they like saw how bad that like backfired. And they immediately pivoted. Did a back to basics, you know, franchise from the ground up kind of like... You know, we're going back to our roots. We're going dark. We're going creepy. Bringing Marcus. We're bringing Dom. I bet you that's what happened, and it won't be a 10-year game, because these 10-year game ideas are just dumb. Like, it's cool if you survive that way as a live service, but you can't push it, it's gotta come naturally. But, yeah, I was so weirded out by it. The trailer looked fantastic, though. So if you guys didn't read about it, the trailer for Gears E-Day it wasn't in-engine. It wasn't in it. So if you guys are asking questions, you might have to re-ask them a little bit later on, because I'm just totally going off on a tangent about Gears here. But for that trailer, if you didn't know, it was done Blur, so the people that did Halo 2 Anniversary, so they made that trailer. So that trailer it's both not real, but real. So what they did was they took assets from Unreal Engine 5, like the in-development version of Gears E-Day. It makes sense as a name, but it's an odd name too. So they took assets from the game, and Blur kind of made their like CGI cutscenes using that kind of technology. So it's both representative of gameplay and also not at all representative of gameplay. It's a very weird mix. Very, very weird mix. So they also mentioned in their sort of briefing info bit that Gears E-Day will have 100 times, more than 100 times the detail of Gears 5. More than 100 times the detail. Hardware accelerated ray tracing. And what were the other bits? Like, just all the bells and whistles, which, you know, you would expect. Just cutting-edge Unreal Engine 5 technology. Yeah. Well, again, it's okay to be, like, a 10... That's what I was trying to get across, is it's okay to be, like, your game lasts 10 years. But from what I've noticed, game companies that come out of the gate, and they're like, this is going to be a 10-year game. That never works. It's more organically. Like, when they made Rainbow Six Siege... it wasn't envisioned as a 10-year game. I think early on some of the developers that were like, oh, we'd like to add like unlimited operators should we get the chance. But they didn't, you know, like Ubisoft didn't come out of the gate and they're like, this Rainbow Six game is going to be your Rainbow Six game for a decade. That, you know, it happened organically is what I'm trying to say. Like Rocket League, I'm sure they sat there and they're like, oh, we'll work on Rocket League 2, and it became such a success, they're like, no need to do that. That's what I was trying to say, is the idea that, like, you can't just assume your game is going to be a 10-year game. It has to happen naturally through your community and growth. Hi there. Yeah. So, got all excited, you're pretty cool. Yeah, it was nice having Dom and stuff back. You see they played a little bit of Mad World, which was really, really nice. The Gears collection, again, I keep telling you guys, it's not a real thing. The guy who leaked that, he's not a reliable leaker. He leaked the Gears collection 5 years ago, and as I said last stream when we did, you know, the pre-chat and we did Black Ops 2 the other night. But this point forward, the Gears collection, no such thing. I don't believe that guy's leaks anymore. The Gears collection was not real. Obviously, yeah, and they weren't gonna shadow drop it anyways. I don't know why people thought they were gonna shadow drop that. So, yeah, no, the Gears collection is not real. It never was, and yeah, it kind of sucks, but that's how it goes. But yeah, them making a prequel was completely out of left field. I never could have predicted that. It's like a breakup when everything's smooth sailing and all of a sudden you're just left in the abyss of sorrows. No, seriously, it was just like a prequel. I would have never in a million years would I have guessed that that's what they were doing. Very, very good twist, and the visuals looked fantastic. You know, like everything like that. It looked so visceral. Locusts are back, obviously. It looks like Marcus's first fight with a Locust. It looks like they have the Retro Lancer instead of the Lancer, so they're probably going to do the origin story of, like, how the Lancer gets made. It's set 14 years before the first Gears of War, so right at the beginning. They teased Coltrane, because they had, like, a little statue thing there. Yeah, and Dom and Marcus, they look so weird because they're so young. But yeah, this was the story they wanted to tell, I guess, and I was like, okay. It's a bit weird. It's a bit of a weird choice, but, you know, I'm down for it. More Gears is always good. And, you know, early Locust stuff is always fun. It's dark, it's grim, and I look forward to seeing it. The other problem, too, when you're doing a prequel, it's like... I don't know, prequels that are both cool because you get to explore something you've seen, and also ultra lame because there's no stakes. Like, Marcus isn't gonna die. Dom isn't gonna die. Any of the characters they showcase with Marcus or Dom will die because they're not in any of the other games. It's just kind of like, you know, it's like, oh, do we need to know the origin of the Lancer? And it's like, well, they talked about it in the book, so not really, but we're gonna learn about it. And, you know, you want to know how Marcus, like, lost his hair. It's just like... Prequels really do sometimes feel very unnecessary, but they can also be really good if they're done well, so we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I'd love to see Beast Mode come back there. Is it coming to PlayStation? I don't think so. So Phil Spencer, he did an interview with IGN afterwards, which again, like I told people, was a puff piece. Like, Microsoft, they don't do interviews with companies that will ask tough questions, and obviously IGN didn't ask any tough questions at all, which was expected. But Phil Spencer in that interview mentioned that yes, more games from Xbox will be going to PlayStation. I don't know how anyone, because I was reading online and some people were like, oh, he's vague about it, but he very, very clearly notes that more Xbox games will go to other platforms. And he also said, like, on the question of Doom being multi-platform, he said, Doom is a great franchise that is deserved to be played by other players. And I'm like, so, like, does that mean, like, Gears isn't a great franchise and doesn't deserve to be played by others? I'm like, his wording is, he's such a PR mouthpiece that it just drives me bonkers, but people like him somehow. He's got, does he have charisma? I don't know. He's got, like, a cult following with the Xbox community that I can't fathom at this point. But a lot of non-answer answers, kind of dodged the Tango Gameworks situation, and then he was like, yeah, more games will come to PlayStation and stuff. So, yeah. And they did mention more hardware. He basically acknowledged that the Xbox handheld is a thing. I was really confident we would see the Xbox handheld teased. I didn't think we'd see it teased via, like, an IGN interview, but that's kind of where it was. My assumption now is the next Xbox. It's very funny how much, what is it, Sarah Bond has to sit there and be like, new Xbox hardware is coming, guys. It is. Forward compatibility, right? Don't be worried. Please don't, you know, sell your Xboxes and give up on us. We're still gonna put in an effort, is what I, you know, kind of see from them, which is, it's kind of a little cringy, honestly. But, you know, you gotta reassure the audience, because everybody's all like, oh, Xbox is dying and stuff. It's just gonna be like a long, painful, drawn-out thing. But, yeah, he basically... Oh, you don't want that kill? Okay, I'll take it. Basically confirmed the handheld. I'm assuming, since we didn't see it this time, and they talked about future hardware, my guess is the 2026 Xbox is gonna be a dual SKU. We're gonna see a super high-end Xbox, and we're gonna see a low-end, instead of a Series S, it's gonna be like a handheld Series S, like a Switch. My crazy conspiracy theory fun side wants to say that the next Xbox is going to be the next Nintendo console, basically, because that would be funny, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm going off of now. The fact that they so heavily talked about the hardware, the fact that they want to do super high-end console, and they also want to do a handheld that's like a local console, kind of, to me, speaks that they may be waiting for the hardware to get a little bit better and more affordable, and to actually make something that you can, like, actually you know, take out on the go without having to use cloud stuff. So should be neat. Really, it should be really quite interesting when that happens. But I was hoping for some sort of new Xbox hardware this year. The refresh stuff doesn't interest me in the slightest. It's like, what happened to the wraps? You guys know what I'm talking about? The Xbox wraps? Yeah, because they're like, it's environmentally friendly. We don't want to do limited edition consoles because it's more environmentally friendly due to the wraps. And now they're doing a limited edition Galaxy Series X with 2 terabytes and a white Series X without a disc tray. To me, that screams, we tried the wraps, nobody bought the wraps because the wraps were fucking dumb. And that's where we're at. It's a little bit of a laugh at the wraps. Because you notice that? They did 3 wraps. No wrap toxins. We're no longer wrapping it up, guys. We are going unwrapped. We're going deep and hard into the, I don't know, the failure of the back end of this Xbox gen, and no more wrapping for you guys. You gotta go in dirty. Anyways, be sure to like the stream if you have a moment. Subscribing's great, donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member gifting, Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, and the Amazon Starplay link in the video description. And GamerHeadquarters.com, I write stuff on my site sometimes. Lots of chatter tonight. Alright guys, if you have any other questions and I missed them, you know, now is the time to give me the questions. The wraps were dumb. Yeah, they were really stupid. No, Xbox, they make their own wraps. There's first-party wraps. Did you not see those? There was the 2 camo wraps and the Starfield wrap. They didn't want to send me Starfield, but they sent me the wrap. It was a whole thing on this channel last year. Yeah, it was a whole big thing. Was the dumb wraps. Yeah. The stupid dumbass wraps. Nobody wanted that. Like, what? Sorry. It was. I knew the idea was dumb. I get what they were trying to do, but it was really a dumb idea. They're actually pretty good quality. You know, I reviewed one, and I reviewed it honestly. You can see that on the channel, but you know, like they're actually good quality, but they're just stupid. Honestly, yeah, just kind of stupid. Yeah, Halo had a great showing. Well, I mean, were you expecting Halo? They're retooling it right now, the franchise. Halo Infinite was obviously a failure. That's why they've even stopped promoting it at their own show. And yeah, it's gonna be. I'm assuming the Halo CE remaster that'll also be on PS5 will be shown next year when they reveal this next Xbox for 2026, and it'll be like a launch history kind of thing, because they'll want to launch Halo. Oh look, there's a Canadian flag. They'll want to launch the next Xbox with Halo, so it'll be like a remake, remaster in UE5 of Halo CE, the Dragon Age trailer. What do I think of Black Ops 6 being 300 gigabytes? I think that's just a placeholder, isn't it? I think it's just a placeholder. Stalker 2 looks fantastic. Very, very excited. We got some incredibly good views on Stalker's original games. You know, the 3 games that released on Xbox. We got great viewership on that earlier this year. I'm absolutely excited about Stalker 2. I think visually it looks fantastic. Looks better every showing. Looks clean, looks fun. Very excited about Stalker. I think it's going to be great. Halo has a revival. Yeah, I do too. I just feel like people could have taken better care of that franchise. What did I think of COD? Looks fantastic. That omnidirectional movement stuff, so down for it. I love how they've upgraded contextual leaning when you're looking around surfaces. The return of prestiging is great. But yeah, the omnidirectional movement I think is fantastic. That was the big standout thing for me. Round-based zombies. I don't like the idea of the campaign being like open world, but we'll have to see how that turns out. Yeah, it looks good. I was a little distracted and flustered though when they were showing off the post, like the Black Ops Direct, because I was so focused on the frickin' Gears prequel that I wasn't really couldn't really concentrate on the Black Ops stuff much, to be honest. I was just like, oh, pretty cool. It was super weird. Yeah. So that's my assumption, is Xbox is just trying to hold the tides until next gen, because this gen has been a wash. It's over, it's done. These consoles failed, and they are wanting to start fresh with 2026 with a handheld lower version like the Switch and a super high-end other Xbox version. And that will probably be their last attempt at doing consoles, so either it sells well or it doesn't. But yeah, this gen is a complete wash for them, and I think they've just sort of accepted that. Yeah. Because that was my thought when they were showing off those like refreshed Xboxes with like more storage inside. I was like, who's gonna want to buy these? And that is not a great thought to have for someone that covers Xbox console stuff. Like, I thought they would do something cooler with hardware, and I was just kind of like, who's gonna be interested in this stuff? Like, people aren't buying them. Putting more storage in isn't gonna make a difference. Yeah. So a little bummed out not to see any sort of hardware. I'm also assuming the controller revision, they're gonna push that to 2026 too. So basically, for Xbox, it's gonna, like, there's lots of good games coming, but most of those will probably end up on like PlayStation and the next Nintendo console, and you just gotta kind of wait till the new hardware comes out and kind of hope they sort of keep alive through 2025 into 2026. Until COD becomes a massive success and saves the day, am I right? Am I right? Yeah. How well open world? Well, I mean, technically, was it Modern Warfare 3.2 was like open world COD, if that makes sense. Like, they're not like open world, but they're like semi-open world environments. It's kind of like Hitman, you know what I mean? In the sense where you have like this very open approach mission idea that you can do. That's kind of what they're going for. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I hope it doesn't turn out like the last Modern Warfare campaign, because obviously that was just a bummer. And I guess they are... See, the thing that really is weird is like... So Black Ops hasn't gotten rebooted, even though it was supposed to be rebooted with Cold War. So this is a tie-in, because technically now the new Modern Warfare series is connected to the Black Ops series. So Black Ops didn't get a reboot, but Modern Warfare did, because the Black Ops timeline, it's a clusterfuck. I'm not even gonna try to connect it, but like Modern Warfare is connected to Black Ops, which is connected to all the other Black Ops. So the only thing that's not canon in COD is the original Modern Warfare series, which is mind-blowing to me, but yeah, that's what happened somehow. Yeah, a little bit weird, right? A little bit weird. But yeah, if you guys other thoughts on the thing, I know I missed some of the questions early on, but I was going on my spiel, so keep them coming if you want any thoughts on the different games of the showcase. I have a list of all the games too if we need to go over anything. Yeah. Do I think Everwild isn't canceled? They just don't know what they're doing with it. If the next console's a flop, well, then Xbox is done doing hardware and it's over. Of course, I mean, you know, they'll Dreamcast it. I mean, it's actually admirable that they're even trying another gen, to be honest, but, yeah, it's gonna be a slow, hard, painful death for Xbox unless things start turning around here. I think the funniest thing, too, is this year, they legitimately have the lineup to sell consoles, and they're throwing away their exclusives. Like, they finally, after, again, was it 10 plus years of Phil Spencer being like, one more year, they finally have the lineup, and they're giving away their exclusives. It's like a comedy show at Xbox. It's like an actual tragic comedy show. Because that was a good showcase, right? I mean, we didn't get everything we wanted. Where the hell was the Activision Blizzard Game Pass stuff? Or new backwards compatible titles? And, like, where was Forza Horizon 6? And there was a few where I was kind of like, where are these games? Why aren't they here? But, I mean, they had some stellar titles. They gave us updates on games that, like, I was like, if we don't see this, it's in development. How that was State of Decay 3 and Perfect Dark, but notice neither of those have release dates. But they did finally, you know, they were like, hey, yeah, no, these games exist, they're coming along. And I was like, okay, well, that's good, that's comforting. See, they listen to the community. They don't say anything, they let you flail your arms around, but they do listen. Because I did think that was funny, where we're like, yeah, so if they don't show Perfect Dark, they don't show State of Decay 3, those are in development hell, not coming out forever. So showing those did help a lot. Everybody's worried about Xbox hardware going everywhere, so they keep talking about Xbox hardware in the future. Yeah, they hit those spots, don't they? Doom and COD so far. I think roughly half the show will also be on PlayStation, from what I was kind of doing early numbers on. See, I don't really know, but more games are coming. I'm assuming the PS5 Pro, when that gets revealed in, like, August, I'm thinking Xbox might have some of their stuff at that show that's going to go multi-plat to try to cash in on the holiday season and the PS5 Pro. So, I mean, the likely candidates would probably be things like the Age of Empires series, Flight Sim, anything that's, like, easily portable and has come out in the last few years, I would say is, you know, very likely candidates. Yeah. Because I think Flight Sim, you could probably get some good quick money on that one being on PlayStation. Age of Empires was actually on the PS2, if you didn't know. Yeah. You still need to buy an Xbox. Well, you could just play it on PC, right? That's the thing, is they've completely eliminated the reason for their hardware to exist. Whether people want to accept that or not, right? Before it was like, oh, I'll just buy it on PC. Because I was thinking about that too. Like, remember back in the 2000s, if you guys were around then, some of you probably weren't gaming then because you were younger, that's fine. But in the 2000s, people that had PC still bought consoles because of the games. Like, you're gonna miss out on Halo 3? Fuck no, you're not. not in 2007. So people that had PC still bought consoles. And I thought about that too, and I was like, so they defeated the purpose of having a console by doing day and date, right? Because then you lose all those PC users that would also buy an Xbox. So those users are gone. That's probably 5 to 10 million potential console sales that are just, you know, gutted, right? And, you know, it doesn't matter because Xbox, they, you know, Microsoft, Windows, it's all one ecosystem, so it doesn't really matter. Because they're making money. But, you know, that is like 5 to 10 million people that would buy an Xbox, potentially. Don't exist anymore. And then you've got the Switch users that probably wouldn't buy an Xbox because, you know, they live in the casual space that exists there, some of them. There's overlap, right, where you own an Xbox and Switch, or PS5 and Switch, or whatever. And then there's the PlayStation users, where you might sway some of them to buy an Xbox, but you've told them now that your games will eventually be on PlayStation, so why would you buy an Xbox? And then you've got the new consumers, the people that haven't moved from Xbox One or PS4, that may be looking for a next-gen console, which accounts to like 70 million users, roughly, right? It's like 50 million PS4 and like 20, roughly, million Xbox One users. And then you're going to show them two consoles. Okay, so this console here, it plays like Gears of War, Indiana Jones. It's got all these great exclusives coming. Oh, that's really, really exciting. But if you wait a year or 6 months, you can play them on PlayStation. And the PlayStation has Spider-Man and God of War. And what are you going to buy as a consumer, right? You're not going to buy the Xbox. And then if there's not enough Xboxes being sold, third-party support will drop. Third-party already hates developing for Xbox because the Series S is a pain in the ass. We've missed out on Baldur's Gate and now Wukong, Myth Legend, the monkey game, Monkey Souls. We missed out on both of those because of the Series S. So you got developers that don't see the point in porting to it, and then eventually you lose all your third-party support and then your console dies. You get Wii U'd. You get Wii U'd. Yeah. PC's always the way to go, though, if you want everything, right? An Xbox fan? I mean, I like Xbox quite a bit, but I see the shortfalls that I like, I don't know, I see where things are headed, and I try to really warn people about them. because I try to use some foresight on things. And yeah, I mean, I like Xbox, but let's be real here. It hasn't really been a great year for them, right? It was a great showcase, but man, there's all these like dangling threads of disappointment building up that kind of like really dampen the mood. Imagine how hype it would have been had they had not ported those 4 games over. Seriously, if that discussion hadn't happened at all, it would have been pretty cool, right?
If you quit now,
Yeah, hey Sarabo, hope you're doing well.
You fight for all of us.
E will be Halo Reach to Gears of War, right? I hope it's really good, but it is kind of like, I don't know what kind of story they're gonna tell for the Gears prequel, because it's like, you know how it ends and everything. There's no, because they're gonna probably have some like moments of danger for Marcus or Dom, and I'm just gonna be like, these guys live. It's like none of this stuff's gonna kill them, right? It kind of takes away a little bit of the urgency of stuff, and it's like any of the other characters they add are gonna just die because, you know, that's Gears of War, right? So it is. I'm curious the story they're gonna try to tell with this prequel. I'm excited about it, but I am just kind of like, you know, universe add-on. What does it provide, right? I just need to play PlayStation. I do have a PlayStation 5, I have a Switch, I have all the consoles, and I have a great PC and a great phone. I like playing video games. I'm sorry Xbox isn't doing a very good job. Their showcase, again, was great, but I'm saying overall Xbox isn't doing well. Their console sales are getting smacked around. I don't really understand what the problem is. It's all very factual information. If anything, I care about my digital library more than most people because I have thousands of games on Xbox. I have more to lose than other people. Seriously, like honestly, at the end of the day, I have way more games to lose. Yeah. You haven't fired up your Series X in 5 months? I mean, Game Pass has some pretty good games on it. How is Doom Dark Ages? That game's freaking awesome looking. I was so excited about Doom. I was like, oh, well, it was kind of a little ruined because it like leaked, and we knew Doom Year One was part of the legal document leaks, which makes me wonder where the hell Fallout 3 remaster and Oblivion remake remaster were. Did she down me and she's just leaving me? That's cruel. That's cruel. Like that's just straight up being an ass, is what that is. But yeah, we knew it was coming, but man, that trailer was freaking sweet. I was like, oh, Doom guy's got himself a nice little coat there. And then I was like, ooh, he's got a chainsaw blade shield that defies gravity like he's Captain America. I was like, oh. And then he's got like a gun that like grinds up skulls and shoots them at people. I was like, that's fucking awesome. And then he's in like a big mech thing fighting a demon. And then, like, after that, he's, like, riding a fucking dragon. I was like, holy dude, Doom guy's riding a fucking dragon. Why is it coming to PlayStation? Because Phil Spencer isn't good enough at selling consoles, so they have to give up exclusives. And before you ask, Doom was planned, according to the legal documents at the Activision Blizzard case, to only be on Xbox and PC. So that has changed to be on PlayStation as well. Yeah. Because what did he say when they bought Bethesda? That they bought them to provide exclusives, great exclusives to Xbox users? Aha! Is Xbox... They're not distancing themselves from Halo. Halo's going through a reboot right now. 343, they cleaned up all the people that were running that franchise into the ground. Bonnie Ross, Frank O'Connor, they're all gone. So all the top brass that, like, ruined Halo for 10 years, they are gone. There's new people running the show. They're resetting things. They're working on the next Halo. They're working on I guess a Combat Evolved remaster remake, which will probably launch alongside the new Xbox in 2026. Yeah. Halo is okay. Well, it's not okay right now. Infinite is it is a failure, which we can finally accept. Hopefully everyone can accept that at this point. And they're doing a new thing with it. they're gonna go back to, you know, basics with the original, and then they're gonna make a new one. So hopefully they can get it right this time. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. Bethesda's decision? Bethesda actually doesn't make decisions because Microsoft owns them. So, like, they have some autonomy, but at the end of the day, where these games are available is decided by Microsoft, because Microsoft owns Bethesda. It's not like with PlayStation, where Bungie, as part of their acquisition, said, hey, we're staying multi-platform. No, that's not how it works. Xbox bought them outright. They make all of the decisions on what platforms games are on. That was not a Bethesda decision to put Doom on every platform. Phil Spencer made that choice. Don't scapegoat Phil Spencer. He makes the choices. He's the big honcho guy. He's running the show. Don't run from... or don't blindly accept what he says. He says a lot of things. Not a lot of things are accurate. Triple kill, that was pretty good. But yeah, don't act like that was a Bethesda decision. It wasn't. How long has Xbox been dying for? Well, I think the death, like, you know, you don't die overnight, right? Just like the Dreamcast, it didn't just die overnight. There was steps that happened. I like to think that the start of the end of the sort of hardware, at least, like the Xbox brand, that's never gonna go away. But like the hardware, the end of the hardware kind of started, I think. What was there was an exact event. I can't remember what it was that I kind of pegged as the starting date. The real accelerator was the launch of Redfall. That was the real kind of point where things started getting really bad. And then this year, obviously, really dark, doom and gloom. But no, there was a certain event, and I said this in another stream, that I actually had pegged as where things started to really fall apart. Was it one of his apology tours? Phil Spencer's apology tours? Huh. No, because the apology tour... Okay, the apology tour where he was complaining about never being able to compete was like... after that, wasn't it? There was a certain date that I have pegged for it. Yeah. I'm on Xbox hating? I mean, I'm just saying very factual information. I'd actually say I'm one of the more, like, actual pretty hardcore Xbox fans out there. Again, my library is probably a lot larger than yours, and I have a lot more to lose, but... yeah. Just putting it out there. Just saying it. Yeah, well, the Xbox hardware is better on paper, but most games do seem to run better on PlayStation because of the Series S. Yeah. Xbox One launch. The Xbox One launch wasn't good, but again, guys, it's kind of like you're the high school quarterback being like, if only I hadn't, you know, injured myself or had made that play back in high school. And it's like, it's been 10 years, you know, it's... If the Wii U... If Nintendo can bounce back from the Wii U, Phil Spencer should have been able to bounce back from the Xbox One launch. I mean, it was one event. You know, you can't blame that event, that one moment, for ruining like 2 generations. That's not how it works, right? Yeah, it's like, again, yeah, so this is like a high school quarterback, and you're like, if I hadn't done that throw, and it's like, dude, you had 10 years to do something else with your life. What have you been doing? Sitting around, drinking beer, being sad. Seriously, that's what it feels like. Yeah. I mean, I speak my mind, I have my opinion and stuff like that. You can have yours as well. And, you know, if you don't like it, that's okay too, right? You're all welcome to an opinion. But, I think I'm very, very factual when I talk about the Xbox stuff. And, or at least I try to be, you know? I try to be as factual as possible when I'm going over this stuff. You're welcome to fact check or, you know, bring in other information, but... I'm pretty well versed in the industry and what I cover because it's my job, and yeah. Again, guys, if you have any questions about the game showcase today, I'd love to go over things again, because we've talked about a few of this stuff. We went pretty in depth for Gears, and then we talked about some other games, but there's lots of other good stuff there. The White Series X design, I don't get the point of it, but I don't know, it's new hardware stuff to buy. Yeah. All digital. The all what was it? The digitally cute or the totally adorable all digital Xbox. I don't get who's gonna like buy that at all, but I don't know. I have no idea.
Mindless insects.
Okay, people chatting about stuff. Halo 1 on PS5. It's gonna be really weird when that happens, honestly. Classic Gears toxic movie. You talk about where she was like watching me bleed out, and then as soon as I got up, she killed me. That was such a dick move. It's kind of funny, but yeah. Yeah, you can have civil or be civil and have opinions and stuff. We're a very open chat. Like, you know, I really do, I think, let people speak their minds and stuff mostly. Yeah. Anyways, be sure to like the stream. Subscribing's great. Donation's cool. Consider becoming channel member. Channel member gifted, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, and the Amazon store affiliate link, if you're into that kind of thing. What is it, like 50 times the XP? What did I go up, like 5 levels that match? Oh my god. Did you see that? Yeah. Which Gears is this? This is Gears 5 for now. I try not to be a sellout. I try to have my own opinion. I do what I can. And if you're new to the streams, I stream around this time each day. Lots of fun. We're doing, I think, the Starfield update tomorrow, and then I think it's Wednesday is the Fallout update, which I think Kevin is gonna join in. So, yeah, the 12th, right? So tomorrow, oh no, maybe that's Thursday then. Yeah. So that's all coming. Oh, and it wasn't at the Xbox showcase, but if you missed it, there's a Killing Floor 3 trailer out, which shows actual gameplay of Killing Floor 3. I think it looks fantastic. I highly recommend going and watching that. Killing Floor is really, really cool. If you're into like Call of Duty Zombies, it's sort of kind of like that. It's like a co-op shooter. Killing Floor 2 is on Xbox, PlayStation. It goes on sale all the time. It's got tons of content. They do seasonal events. They have like Santa Claus during Christmas. He's like a grotesque Santa you kill. And really cool game. I love that franchise. And yeah, it wasn't at the Xbox showcase, but they had a full trailer up for it, like 2 minutes long. It's really cool. The mods can brick Starfield. Well, that's great. Well, thanks, man. I do the best I can. General ROM. I don't think you can do General ROM in Gears in a Gears prequel, right? Because in Gears 1, don't they act like they've never seen him I thought they specifically say who's that guy, or I mean, I guess you could retroactively like did it bug? Did I spawn inside a wall? What? I've never had this before. Guys, I'm stuck, guys. Somebody help me. I'm stuck as the gear symbol. Well, that sucks. Okay, we're gonna have to back out of that. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so I think they specifically say that's the first time they've ever come across General ROM in the first Gears, so I don't think they can put him in there. I mean, if they want to, they can, but they'd have to, like, what's the phrase I'm looking for, where they, like, retroactively change something that happened. Yeah. Everybody's sensitive about criticism, it's just how it goes. The best. It was a really great Xbox showcase. It was. There's a few things I was missing, and I would have liked more release dates for stuff, but it was a really, really good showcase. Genuinely was. It was great. Starfield DLC. Yeah, you had to pay for Shatterspace, and there's... they updated it with bounties, and I guess some of them are like free bounties, some are paid, so they've got some paid mod-type content in there, and some free mod-type content. I'm gonna have to play with it, I think, after the stream's done, and prepare it to do like a stream tomorrow of it, but we'll dive back into it, and hopefully there's enough content. Yeah. You've fallen and you can't get up. Gears. They'll probably do a beta for Gears E-Day. There's usually Gears betas. Ram as a normal Locust before he was a general. I think they kind of get birthed as certain types, the Locust. I really don't know how that works. I've never really looked into the hierarchy of Locust promotions and stuff like that. Yeah. They know General Ram. I'm pretty sure in the first Gears they sit there and they're like, "Who's this thing?" And they act like they don't know who he is. He's just terrifying. Is it gonna be like one of those weirder things where the prequel makes him like less terrifying? Yeah, so that would be cool. Our own character for Fable. Yeah, okay, so Fable, I'm actually really worried about that because they keep showing that one lady over and over again, which I don't mind. I mean, they're paying for an actress to be that character, so that's the promotional thing. But, like, I am kind of legitimately wondering, like, did they take out making your own character in Fable? Like, Fable, for me, was always, like, you be who you want to be, right? Like, you make your own hero, that's the journey. And I know the first Fable, it was just, like, you're, like, you know, a boy that becomes an adult hero and all that. But in 2 and 3 onwards, it was really important that you get to, like, pick your character. You make a male or female character. And every time they keep showing Fable, and that was all the discussion I saw online on all the Fable stuff, was people being worried about there not being a character creator. Because they've created this, like, really high-quality, you know, model character of this lady who's, like, a real lady. And I think the worry is that you can only play as her. Which would be, to me, a bit of a problem for that game. And, you know, I don't have a problem with the character being female or something at all. I have no problem with that. It's just the fact that when I think of Fable, it is you choose. You choose your character, you make your own hero, and you go on the hero's journey. You know, you could be a boy, you could be a girl, whatever you want, right? But, like, it's really weird, and I kind of wish they would just kind of confirm whether or not you get to make your own character or not. And also, like, is she, like, she could be the default character, maybe that's just the default character, but I'm also worried if there's just presets, like, you get to choose her, and that's it, or if there's going to be, like, a male preset, or if we actually get to, like, make our hero, right, like, change their hair and their stuff and everything like that. I think it's a really fair question, but I think Fable looks fantastic. I believe it was Bowerstone they were in, and it looked gorgeous. I really love it. The character models, the high fidelity character models look fantastic. The humor seems to be right on par for the Fable series. A little disappointed they didn't show chicken kicking, but they showed that last year. So chicken kicking is there, but yeah, I think it looked fantastic. I really love the vibe they're going for Fable, and yeah, I can't wait to see that series return. It's always been a favorite of mine on the Xbox platform, and if you guys were around way back in the day, the Holy Trinity on Xbox used to be Fable, Fable, Halo, and wasn't Fable, Halo, and Gears, and then it became Forza, Fable, and Gears. I'm trying to think back of the Holy Trinity back in the day. I think it's something else, but yeah, like Fable was a big deal for Xbox. And hilariously, Phil Spencer's first thing when he came in and started running Xbox was to close Lionhead, who used to make Fable. And that was a bummer, because it's like we've gone way too far, way too long without a new Fable game. To me, it's such an iconic and important part of Xbox, and it's just weird. Like, I would have loved if they just would have released Fable, was it Legends that they were doing? I mean, I don't think that game was, you know, necessarily like a 10 out of 10 or anything, but just having some Fable instead of no Fable over the last decade would have been nice. You get what I mean? You feel me on that one? Felt that way about the first game? For the first Fable? Yeah, then they fixed it with the second and the third one, allowing you to be a female. You want her to look like Eve in Stellar Blade? If only everyone was as majestic and beautiful as Eve is in Stellar Blade. Yeah. Fable. Well, she doesn't need to be like, was it sexualized or anything. I just, again, all I want in Fable is the choice. Because that's an important part of Fable to me. That's it. Yeah. Dragon Age. Should you play Doom Eternal or wait for Dark Ages? From what I understand, Dark Ages is like a prequel. It's a standalone. What the hell just happened? What the hell just happened there? So, like, I don't believe you have to play any of the other Doom stuff to play Doom Dark Ages. So I would say just play Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, and then you'll be primed to have a great time with Doom the Dark Ages. I'm assuming they're just going to come up with some kind of excuse that he's just in a medieval era. Which is fine, but I wouldn't hold back on playing the Doom games. They're great. You'll have a lot of fun with them. Other CODs will be on Game Pass. Okay, so now I have no idea what Xbox is doing with the Game Pass releases for the other CODs and stuff, and other Activision Blizzard games. I have no idea. I thought for sure we'd see them at the show. I thought they were going to release in the spring. I also thought they were going to release in the summer. I have no idea what the hell's going on. I'm wondering if we're going to get an XO this year? God damn it, dude. So if you guys don't know, XO is like a November kind of event for Xbox, so I'm curious if they're going to do XO and maybe announce some of that stuff then, but like I don't really understand what's taking them so long to release new backwards compatible games and to get the Activision Blizzard stuff on Game Pass. I can't fathom why it's taking so long. I know licensing everything is a pain to work out and blah blah blah, but they should at least, like, they had 2 years of trying to buy the company to, like, you know, work on this stuff, and I really have no idea what the hell's going on there. If you have ideas, I'm all ears. Did I get her? I got her. Good, good. Flight Sim. Flight Sim is a brand new game. Brand new. Yeah. Brand new game, Flight Sim. So some people are really confused about that because I had someone on the channel. I felt really bad for them, and it was hilarious too. So they so they basically, so someone on the channel was like, "Oh, I just bought Flight Sim," and I was like, "Oh, you know the new Flight Sim's coming out?" He's like, "No, it's good. I bought the whatever edition of it." I was like, "No, dude, there's a brand new Flight Sim coming out." And he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, here's the trailer." He's like, "So this isn't like just an expansion?" I was like, no. This is a brand new Flight Sim. Which, if you saw the trailer, I mean, look at the visuals on Flight Sim. You can like land and see like plants and trees, and there's like deer. Oh man, I'm gonna lose my mind playing Flight Sim. I don't know why it's taking so long. I personally think they should relabel Flight Sim 2025 because it comes out in November. You know, kind of like the sports games do. But, yeah, no, Flight Sim is a brand new next-gen current-gen Flight Sim experience, and I'm so excited to, I'm assuming I'm going to be reviewing it. Huge Flight Sim fan. Big Flight Sim fan. And I lost my mind during the showcase there when they announced aerial advertising as one of the careers you can do. Oh man, I hope I can have like a custom sign where it's like, subscribe to Sky, or, you know, like a custom sign thing would be so freaking funny to be flying around with. Oh, Flight Sim looks so good. Just the fidelity increase over, like, and the generation increase, like how it renders the world. Oh, massive over the last one. So excited. Flight Sim's the new fool too. Yeah, the careers thing is so fun. You can already fly over your house in Flight Sim, but now it's going to be much more realistic. Yeah. Why Skate 1 and 3 on EA Play, but Skate 2 isn't? I thought it was only Skate 3 that was on EA Play, isn't it? Licensing. Licensing. So music, characters, stuff like that. Licensing is a pain in the ass. Yeah, licensing is like a sucks to suck scenario. Diablo 4. I mean, Diablo 4 already looked great, right? So it's not like the expansion's going to change anything. Can you go anywhere you want? Yeah, anywhere in the entire world. If you're not, you should check out my Flight Sim review of the previous version to get an idea of this new one. But you can fly anywhere, at any time, with any weather, at any point, with any sort of setup, with a wide variety of planes. The whole world is available for you to play and see at any point in Flight Sim. It's incredible. It is one of the most technically impressive, most current gen feeling games out there. And it's going to look way better with this new iteration. And a lot of the stuff, I guess, DLC-wise, add-ons-wise, carries over to the new Flight Sim. So that's kind of exciting. But yeah, Flight Sim, it's just so wondrous. It really is. I've got, like, I think a pretty great review of it on the channel, and I've got, like, little tours I do. Like, I toured, like, I showed Canada and everything like that, and I did all these streams of it. I love Flight Sim. So good. Will I play Valorant? Yeah, we'll be doing that on Friday? I think it's Friday, the beta. It won't allow you to see the ice walls. The next Halo. I am assuming the next Halo effort will be announced in 2025 at the Xbox Showcase. It'll either be the starting thing, or it'll be the one... I'd probably be the one more thing at the next Xbox Showcase in 2025. And it'll be like a Halo Combat Evolved remaster remake, and it'll launch with the new Xbox in 2026. And then they're also working on a new proper mainline Halo game, but I think that's going to take a lot longer. Yeah, I think that'll take a lot longer. But Valorant should be on, or Valorant should be on Friday. Sold you on Flight Sim? It's so good. It's on Game Pass. It's really, really good if you haven't played it. Seriously, Flight Sim is amazing. I think you can also fly on, like, Mars or something. I think there's an expansion where you can do Mars. Also not Fable. Well, Fable used to sell Xbox consoles. If you didn't know, you can go to the Insomniac leak, and in 2004, the fourth best-selling game in the US was Fable. Yeah. Fable used to actually sell consoles. The #1 game was Halo 2? Or no, was it Madden? And then, anyways, Halo 1 and 2 were like in the top 10. But I think Fable was like 4th or something like that for top selling games in the US in 2004. So Fable absolutely used to sell consoles. It's just Microsoft didn't take care of the franchise. They have a bad knack for not taking care of their IP. They own a lot of IP and they don't play with it. Or the IP they do play with, they don't take care of, like Crackdown. But yeah, no, Flight Sim was absolutely... or Flight Sim. Fable was a huge deal back in the day. Fable 3, too, actually had, like, a lot of sales. It did really well, but it didn't hit their... I think they had, like, a ridiculous, like, 12 or 15 million sale goal or something for Fable 3, but... I think Fable 3 was, like, close to 10 million sales, and... yeah, it was just Xbox not taking care of that franchise and letting it wither and die. Mouse and keyboard. I think Valorant is just console matchmaking and stuff like that. Yeah. I hope the new Fable does really well. I love Fable, and it would suck to see Fable disappear again. Especially when we just finally get a new one. The antagonist with Gears Tactics and E-Day? Oh, that's a good question. Maybe the protagonist for Gears Tactics. They'll probably come up with a new character, I would imagine. Some other new General League type guy. I mean, you know, you could reuse something the fans are familiar with, but probably a little bit more fun to just come up with someone new, I would say, right? Wouldn't that be just like a new monster guy? It'd be fun. Yeah. Flight Sim is a good relaxing game. Well, I got my pal Mitchell into Flight Sim, hilariously. Because he wasn't really... I don't think he really cared about it, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you gotta check it out. And, yeah, and then he was messaging me the one day. He took, like, a real... I think it was a 14-hour flight. He was, like, texting me, like, real time. He was doing a charter because he wanted to actually do the flight. And, yeah, he did like a full 14-hour flight, and I was like, Jesus, dude. He's like, it's very relaxing.
Rid these lands of all human traces.
No, that Lunatoon person is crying on Twitter about me. That's kind of cringy. Anyways, yeah. Screen watching. Playing 4-player split screens. Oh yeah, that was so fun back in the day. Doing like 4-player split screen in Halo, like 1 and 2. On like these tiny little like... I don't want to like over exaggerate or something. I think they were literally like 10-inch TVs or something like that. Like they were tiny. I think we used to play on a black and white TV as well at one point. I don't remember what that was for, but yeah, you'd have like these little tiny screens doing like 4-player split screen. It's so bad now. Like I'm so not into split screen that if I like, you know, eventually get a gal, hopefully at some fucking point, that like, you know, wants to try games with me, I would literally just buy another TV and another console just not to do split screen. Which I think is hilarious because, you know, like split screen I used to play on like this tiny ass TV with 4 players. Ugh, all the other players there. Well, they got 3 real players. There we go. Yeah. We don't like Luna. Luna's not a fan. I don't think Fable will get review bombed. I think Fable will do very well. I think they'll do a great job with it. I think you guys could also do a great job with your likes on the stream, so be sure to like the stream. Subscribe, it's great, donations cool, consider becoming channel member. Channel member gift and the Patreon option and the Discord for stream alerts. There's also an Amazon store affiliate link if you're into that kind of thing. And if you're new to the stream, we do stream around this time each day, so there's always something going on. But, yeah, so Perfect Dark, maidenless gang. It's depressing sometimes, honestly. Absolutely depressing. Split screen is awesome. I don't know, man. As I've gotten older, it's at the point where I would just buy additional, like, consoles or screens not to have to do split screen. Yeah. But, Perfect Dark... I think she looks pretty good, because that was my thing with Perfect Dark. It's very easy. You just copy, like, Lara Croft. Make her sexy, make her smart, make her cool. And it's like a James Bond story. With, like, a cyberpunk angle. Kind of debating on fighting the other lobby. I feel like just bad for these other guys. Like 5-on-3, but... yeah. I think she looks pretty good, like, character model-wise. I think the game looks pretty good. The parkour stuff was a little weird to me. I was like, oh, she's a parkour master, but the combat looks kind of cool. The gunplay looks kind of fun. I'm excited about Perfect Dark. I wish there was a release date or a release window, but hey, at least we know it's coming along. Yeah. Anyways, if you guys don't know about Perfect Dark, but the original Perfect Dark is a perfect shooter game. And it's well worth playing if you've never played it before. Right? It's on the Game Pass and all that. And I'm very, very excited to see how they reimagine, because it is a reboot, entirely rebooted Perfect Dark game, so I'm excited to see what they do with Joanna. Yeah. Black Ops 6. The omnidirectional movement looks good. Talked about Stalker 2, that one looks really great too. You think Luna disliked the stream? I would sure hope so with their attitude. But yeah, there was a little bit of Mirror's Edge going on in that one, which I think is interesting. I really, really hope that one turns out well, because theoretically, it should be a very, very, very easy concept to nail. And I mean, you've got Crystal working on it, and it's like, yeah, if Perfect Dark isn't like stellar, I would be genuinely surprised. Because I don't see how you can mess that game up. I know Xbox and what they usually do, but like, it would be a shocker if that happens. It should be a very easy knock it out of the park kind of game. Oh no, lost that guy's head. Yeah. Let's burn this guy. JD, you're not getting a new game till like 2030, man. How does that make you feel? He's not happy about it. He's not happy about it. I'm gonna be so old when Gears 6 comes out. If they ever do another one. I'm gonna be so old. Anyways, omnidirectional movement was great. I didn't know what was that shooter game that's kind of like Battlefield? I didn't know that was coming to Xbox. That one Caleb's always talking about. It's like, it looks like freaking Battlefield, and it's backed by that, like, Chinese group or whatever. I think it was a Tencent or some other group. I saw the trailer was on the Xbox page. I was like, oh, I didn't know this was coming to the Xbox. I thought it was just a PC game. They're cutting me up there. Stellar Blade. I loved Stellar Blade. I'm very excited for the sequel. They said they're porting it to PC and then they're going to start working on a sequel for Stellar Blade. Do you know Xbox was supposed to have that game? They like gave up on it. Seriously. Would have been a pretty good franchise to have, since it's so fun. Yeah. I don't think Perfect Dark will get review bombed. It'll probably turn out pretty good. It'll probably be well liked. There was that one. State of Decay 3, I think looked really good. You could tell that that was actual like gameplay because they kept doing like the character camera angle, and it had that like, what's the phrase? It had that jank to it. You know, like the state, like if you guys have ever played a State of Decay game, when you move around, there's like a certain bit of like jank to the movement, and they kind of showed that with like some of the third-person camera angles, and I was like, yeah, that's State of Decay 3, all right. And this is apparently going to be what their vision was for the first game, like what they eventually wanted to achieve, where it's like a bit of a seamless kind of multiplayer survival management zombie game. So. Sign me up, right? I'm hyped. Did more of their players quit? I don't know, there's still 3 of them. We might find another lobby after this. I want to play against a full team here. I don't think Perfect Dark had a release date. I think it was just, wasn't it just vague? I don't even think it said 2025, did it? I think it was just empty. Delta Force. Yeah, Delta Force, that one, yeah. I didn't know that was coming to Xbox. I thought it was just the PC release. It's X, not... I'm not gonna call it X ever. It's Twitter. It's always Twitter. They'd have to pay me money to actually call that X. Why no cons on the Game Pass? Because Xbox disappoints every chance they get. I don't know, man. It's taking them longer to work everything out. That was one of the big shockers for me from that showcase, was the lack of an update on it. And seriously, I have no idea what the window is on that anymore. I thought it would be done in the spring. I mean, they had 2 years to work on it. And then I kind of thought the summer, you know, ahead of the new Call of Duty, but there's been no word on it. So I'm assuming maybe like that's going to be an XO event this year if they bring that back, or they're just never going to do it. It's hard to say. I'm losing hope though. I'm losing hope on the Game Pass drop in that. Was my score for the showcase? I don't really score showcases. Let's see. A little bit of a lacking of release dates. Zarcaster, what was the number of titles that didn't have actual release dates? Zar was keeping a counter going the whole time, which was kind of funny to me. I'd probably give it like an 8, the showcase. It was really good. It was probably Xbox's best showcase, but yeah, a little bit of a lack of actual release dates, and some missing stuff in my opinion. Yeah, but really, really good. My favorite surprise, which I love to talk about, was Life is Strange Double Exposure. That was my favorite thing at the showcase. It was a complete surprise, came out of nowhere. Absolutely came out of nowhere. Max is back. New Life is Strange. I don't really care about the lady she's trying to save it all, but Max is back. She's a grown woman now. Looks great. I'm very, very excited. Yeah. Very, very excited about Life is Strange. Which people were giving me crap for on like Twitter and like on Xbox and stuff. I was like, I'm a really big Life is Strange fan. And yeah, I was like, what the hell? People were like, oh, it's terrible to like that is the thing, but I was like, I love Life is Strange. I was like, this is awesome. I didn't expect it. I didn't guess it in a million years. I didn't even know they were working on it. I assumed if there was a new Life is Strange, which I assumed they were working on, I didn't think it would have a character returning. fucking, I was so excited. I was like, this is awesome. And we talked about Fable already. We're not sure about the character customization. Mecha Wars. I think I couldn't concentrate on Mecha Wars because of something else was revealed. Was it Life is Strange was revealed and I couldn't focus on Mecha Wars because I was so excited? GTA 6 is late 2025, so fall 2025. It is hard to get people to like the stream. Yeah. So anyways, I say that? Yeah, 8 out of 10 there for the showcase, I'd say. Which I think is fair. X gonna give it to you. You're damn right. Because it actually comes out. It does come out this year, too! Yeah, I keep forgetting that. Yeah, it comes out in October. I'm so excited. You're happy for me? Thanks, Filet. I'm genuinely, that was my like most exciting thing of the showcase for me, because I was like, oh my god, it came out of nowhere. That's what these showcases are about, guys. And God forbid. No, people were like giving me crap because I was excited about it. They're like, that game? I was like, yeah. I was like, it's kind of one of my favorite franchises, but whatever. It can't be too niche, right? Like, I think the Life is Strange series actually sells pretty well. There's been, what, 4 games, right? Life is Strange, Before the Storm, 2 and True Colors. There's also the Captain Spirit or whatever. What was that one? Whatever that kind of lame-ish spin-off was. Spirit Captain? Or whatever it was with that kid. Yeah. Anyways, hyped as hell for Life is Strange. So I guess Max is back. She's an adult. It's going to be a murder mystery through 2 parallel dimensions. She's a resident photographer at this school. Yeah, it's going to be sweet. This is what I've been waiting for, guys. The mouse game. The mouse game, I think they should have had a shorter trailer for. I think that mouse game's trailer was a little long. It looks cute. Like, I do think it's kind of cool looking. I got a good little laugh there when the anti-mouse was taken by the owl. It's kind of funny. But, yeah, I do think the trailer for that was a little long. That was something I thought was missing, too, was a little demo reel of ID at Xbox games. Usually Xbox has like a nice little 2 minutes that are set aside to show off a bunch of indie games coming out, so was a little disappointed that they didn't kind of save some time for that and they instead just like focused on the mouse game for 3 minutes, I think. I was like, again, looks cute, looks fun, looks cozy, but yeah, it was a little long of a segment for that. Mixtape I thought looked great. I love the art style for Mixtape. I think that looked fantastic. The kind of like floating through the air and then the music and stuff. I love those types of games, so yeah, I think Mixtape looks really good. My copyright sense was tingling. Such a bad showcase for copyright stuff. Is it a detective game? It's more like a Telltale game with a little bit of more movement to it. Yeah, it's like a Telltale game, but if you could... This is more like a classic point-and-click kind of game, but more streamlined like Telltale. They're really quirky, emotional games. I recommend Life is Strange 1, Life is Strange Before the Storm, which is a prequel to 1, Life is Strange True Colors, which is a standalone game that I think is fantastic. I loved it. And, yeah, that's it. I didn't like Life is Strange 2. So... Which a lot of people liked more than other ones, I guess. Because it's like, the Life is Strange 1 and 2 and True Colors are a lot more... You would call them, like, female-oriented kind of games, whereas Life is Strange 2 is, like, focused on, like, a boy kind of, like, maturing and becoming a man sort of thing is that one. Like lone wolves on the road and stuff. Which it handled some of that stuff well, but I felt that one was kind of just like really lame, and yeah, I didn't really like Life is Strange 2 at all. But yeah, so they're very much more female oriented kind kind of games is what you would say the target audience is for those ones, but I think they're just wonderful titles. I love the choice-driven segments, the time travel, or not, I wouldn't say time travel, but the time manipulation segments, and good mystery. There's always like a good little mystery that gets you hooked, and lots of fun. Lots of fun, those games. Yeah, you got it for free so you didn't value it. They're really nice little games. They're lots of fun. Yeah. But I do think they're really, really great. I love the Life is Strange titles. But I do know exactly what they are. Max? Bill's Max. They did a whole indie show. Gears is back. You tried Life is Strange, not for you. Yeah, that's totally fair. I definitely get that. So, yeah, anyways, I think they're really, really cool games. E-Day stream. Yeah, I already have E-Day. I'm so ahead of it. A new Crackdown. I don't think there'll ever be a new Crackdown game. I would be genuinely shocked if they ever try Crackdown again. I'd love it, but yeah, I don't think they'll ever do that again. It would be cool, but yeah, I don't. I think they had their shot with Crackdown, and they kind of, Phil Spencer, like, overhyped that game. Like, Phil Spencer kind of was like, oh, this is going to be a triple game at the level of, like, Halo and stuff, and I was like, no, dude, no, don't do that. You're going to make them expect it, like, Crackdown is a fun, co-op, AA quality game. You go in, you blow some shit up, you shoot some stuff, you have some laughs. It's fun. But it's not Halo, it's not Gears, it's not Call of Duty. Like, Crackdown is Crackdown. Big explosions, lots of fun. And he was like talking that game up like it was gonna be some AAA top of the Xbox lineup thing. It was because it was the only game they had that year, right? It was 2017 or something like that. But like, yeah, I hate how Xbox overhyped Crackdown, because I really love Crackdown, and I know that series is just screwed now because of the reception and the sales, and yeah, they shouldn't have acted like it was more than it was. If you set better expectations, then it would do better. Terry Crews. Yeah, Terry Crews is a lot of fun. Yeah, I was a little surprised that they didn't have the new Forza Horizon 6. So I'm assuming that actually like launches next year. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I was genuinely surprised that Forza wasn't there. 5v5 hero shooters. Oh! That was funny, yeah, because I was joking about that during the Xbox showcase. I was like, Xbox has a generic hero shooter too! What was that game called? Punk something? Yeah, let me look. I got the list of all the games at the event. Frag Punk is what it was called. I think it's a NetEase game. And I was just like, oh, Xbox, they got the generic hero shooter too. Yay! I was like, everyone's got one of those this year. So, you know, like PlayStation, they got Concord, and Marvel Rivals, and then Valorant's coming, and yeah, all of those games except for Valorant are probably gonna die. The Marvel one will last the second longest, but Frag Punk, I don't really like. It could be fun, you know. It's like a card-based thing. I give them a try, stream them, I review them. It's just the job. But I don't see that one lasting. And I don't see Concord lasting. I think that one's gonna die pretty fast. Especially since it's like a preview game, but yeah, I did get a slight chuckle out of that, being like, you know, Xbox has got the generic hero shooter too. Crackdown is alright, but that's the thing, is they built up the hype to it to be too ridiculous. The destruction environment? Well, destruction environment was real. They just put it in some multiplayer, which, you know, was cool, but the multiplayer died out and you can't play it anymore. But yeah, the whole city was supposed to be destructible like multiplayer, and yeah, Xbox really fucked that up. They screwed Crackdown. The Overwatch ripoffs. Well, I don't know if they're all quite like Overwatch, but they're just generic hero shooters and stuff. Yeah, so I would say we're basically guaranteed that like Forza Horizon 6 will be revealed in like launch next year. Yeah. Otherwise, I'd be like, wow, maybe the I'd be thinking we're in deep trouble if they can't get a Horizon game out the door timely-wise, right? They used to do those every 2 years. This is, we're coming on, what, was 2020? We're coming on, it's gonna be 5 years since the last Horizon. That's ridiculous. Really? You know it's not ridiculous, guys. Liking the stream, subscribing, it's great, donations cool, consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifted, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, and the Amazon store affiliate link. If you're into that kind of thing, use the link in the video description. Anything you're buying on Amazon. Easy ways to support the content on the channel. And like I said, we're streaming around this time each day, so there's always something exciting going on. Yippee. Yeah, I think it's called Marvel Rivals. I don't think there's a release date for it, is there? But we do know there's a beta coming soon. The two-piece? What two-piece? Star Wars Outlaws? I thought they showed that at the Summer Games Fest thing or something like that. X-Defiant. X gonna give it to you. But you gotta remember, all these companies, they sit there and they're like, you know, okay, this is really hot, let's try to do our own spin on it. And games take so long to make that by the time they like get their game out the door, so many years have passed that they're now stale and everyone's been doing them, right? Fable, and yeah, Fable looked gorgeous. I'm pretty sure it's using the Playground engine they use for Forza. For like Horizon, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying though, is I think the beta for Marvel Rivals is this summer, but I don't think they have like a release date, right? Like when it actually like fully comes out, because I think they're just doing beta testing and stuff on it, but I don't know. Beta tests for those kinds of games typically are like the full game. It's just kind of like, it's kind of part of the marketing, honestly, of getting people excited about these games, is the betas. Yeah. Poor Redfall. I'll never forget the poor Redfall experience. Redfallen for you. Seriously though, that game just like absolutely got screwed. What else was there on the showcase? So many games, so little time. Yeah, like I got the whole like list thing. I got like a picture of it. Oh, did we talk about Indiana Jones? We didn't talk about Indiana Jones. God, that looks fun. Yeah. First trailer, I was kind of like, oh, I don't know about this, but this one, that was, they really nailed the vibe of Indiana Jones. Because I thought that was funny. I was like, this feels more like an proper Indiana Jones continuation than the Dial of Destiny did. Because yeah, Dial of Destiny was freaking rough. But, yeah, I really liked that little trailer today. It had the tone right, it had the jokes right. It's looking like Indy might be a really good game. I mean, at least I hope it is, right? So, but I think tonally they kind of nailed it, and I hope it's fun because yeah, it looks like a blast. Bum, 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 bum. Assassin. Well, that's the bread and butter of Ubisoft, right? So they're gonna obviously pump out Assassin's Creed games. It's good that Xbox got the marketing rights again for Creed. You know, it's a good one to have marketing for it because it always looks good and always is well liked. But yeah, I don't know. I think Creed looked pretty good. The environments and stuff like that, pretty well detailed. People wanted Japan Creed for a while. They should have done it earlier, but yeah, I think it looked really great. The stealth assassin, she looks like a lot of fun. I mean, hopefully the full game will be great. I'm sure we'll be reviewing and streaming it, well, later this year, right? Because it comes out already. It's actually been a long time since the last big Assassin's Creed game, right? Like, Mirage was a smaller one. And then Valhalla was like 2020, so it's actually been quite a few years. Hellblade 2. Yeah, I think I was mentioning that on the stream the other day, where I was kind of like, man, there's no chatter around this game now. That's where I was saying I think Xbox kind of poorly marketed that game, / kind of sent it out to die almost, it feels like. I bet you that'll be one of the ones that gets ported to PlayStation to try to make some extra money on it, but yeah, they did not market that game very effectively, in my opinion. Wolfenstein vibes. It's almost like it's made by the company that made the Wolfenstein games, right? It's almost like it's that same team or something crazy like that. Yeah. Definitely Wolfenstein vibes. I mean, they make the Nazis very, like, caricature-like, like, really ridiculous and over the top, which is fun. Yeah. You haven't played Mirage? It's a nice little, biteable Creed. I really like Mirage because it was a back-to-basics Creed. You had verticality again, where you were actually in, like, a city, climbing up, like, city areas and buildings and walls, and the story could have been better, but it was nice to sit there and be able to finish a Creed and it not take, like, years of my life. You know what I mean? Like, some of those Ubisoft games. A little bloated, needless to say, right? But, yeah, it was nice to have a more bite-sized Creed. But the other problem, too, is I think most people expect Creed games to be never-ending, so I think there's a bit of a disconnect for Mirage because of that. Triple kill. Nice. Dun, dun, dun. Actually playing pretty good. I think maybe I'll end up prestiging tonight. I'm level 85. I should get pretty close to that. Hellblade 2 really was amazing. Seriously, visually and everything like that. I loved Hellblade 2. I talked about it very fondly, reviewed it very well, so yeah. I had a great time with Hellblade 2. It's just like I said, I think it just wasn't given very effective marketing, and the way they showed it I don't think was the best. And yeah, I don't know. Kind of rough on that one. Kind of a little bit rough. So we got that out of the way. Lots of games. South of Midnight. I was a little less impressed with South of Midnight this time around. The footage looked like it had some frame pacing, not the cinematics, because I know the cinematics are done for, like, aesthetic. That's choppy on purpose. But, like, the regular gameplay where she's running around, that looked like there was some frame pacing issues. I don't know if you guys ever do this, but I recommend rewatching your favorite games, the trailers of them, again on YouTube afterwards, like in standalone videos, because they tend to have a lot higher of a bit rate. And the trailers look a lot more impressive. With the actual rendered, like, clips and stuff. It makes a huge difference, honestly. Because I rewatched the South of Midnight one and I was like, the visuals look way better than they did on stream. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one. It's kind of like it's more of a like another Souls kind of like little action kind of game. I don't know. I hope it's good. It's Compulsion. It would have been cool if Compulsion had done, like, I don't know, something that was like a little bit more Canadian focused like that would be kind of fun, but I don't know. Hopefully it's good. Age of Mythology. Yeah, I was really excited when they showed Age of Mythology. I thought that was a lot of fun. Yeah, Age of Mythology. Well, we knew Age of Mythology was coming. I kind of assumed they would do a standalone Age of Empires kind of event like they normally do. So I didn't really expect to see that at the showcase. That was a pleasant surprise. They gave it a release date, which is good. Obviously, I'll be reviewing Age of Mythology. That game was a favorite of mine growing up, right alongside Age of Empires 2. I played Age of Mythology a ton. So, look forward to streaming and doing like a review video and stuff in the fall when it comes out. Yeah, quite a fan of that game. And I think they did a wonderful job with the visuals and the updating the mechanics, it looks like. The only problem is I'm gonna have to try to remember all the strategies, because that one's a little weirder, right? Because you have all the gods that come into play. I love that they showed the earthquake technique where it's like the whole world was like breaking, and I was like, it was just like back in the day. Yeah, it's nice to see that one get highlighted. Game I was most excited about? Life is Strange. Unreal Engine 5 is kind of too strong for this one. You counted no release dates from Xbox Game Studios. There were 9 games without release studios. What's Zarcaster? How many did you count for stuff? Did you rephrase that? Or am I just reading that wrong? There was 9 games without release dates for them. Yeah, because a lot of the stuff too was like updates, right? Like just being a channel member that long, Skull, always appreciated. Yeah, it's yeah, there was a lot of games lacking release dates. Like, I guess Avowed on their website actually had the release date after, but I think they might have removed it. Apparently it's November 12th is when Avowed is coming out. But I think Avowed is going to get moved because it would be going up against, was it Creed? So I think they're going to move the release date for that one. Snake Eater. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if I was excited about that one. It didn't really. There was no new release date for that, and it was just kind of more footage. It looked great, but I was kind of just like, you know, more of what I kind of expected. I was hoping that they would have something a little bit more. I don't know if substantial is the word, but I was hoping for a bit more of like when this is coming, you know, stuff like that. Because I thought it was kind of weird that they kind of showed it but didn't have any like further context for it. It was just kind of like, hey, remember this game? And yeah, that was it for that one. Black Ops 6. I think it looks really good. I love the omnidirectional movement. I like the old school prestige stuff. Could be fun. I don't know, it's the first COD to drop on the Game Pass there, so should be great for views, should be fun to stream. I hope it turns out great. But the omnidirectional movement looks like a lot of fun. Yeah. World of Warcraft. Yeah, I was a little cheesed that they did World of Warcraft there. But like, because I was like, oh, are they doing a console release? And it was just like an update to the game, and it was like only for PC, and I was just like, I don't. It should have been a shorter little thing, just to kind of remind people. Because, you know, they did like the whole history of like World of Warcraft. They're like, you know, these events, and blah blah blah, and this is what we've been building towards. And I was like, oh, okay, they're doing a console port. And then, yeah, it was just like a PC tease, and I was like, that was a little dumb. Yeah. Well, for me, like a big improvement that I loved for Modern Warfare 2.2, was it? Was when they introduced the ability to dolphin dive and slide. So this is taking that a step further. So that's kind of exciting to me. Yeah. It just seems like they're going to like the basic fundamentals of movement in COD, and they're like, how can we innovate upon this? And yeah, it should be interesting to see that happen. It would also be really funny if in a future COD they're like, we're going back to basics, and they like get rid of that feature later on. Because, you know, COD, they love to do that, right? They'll like introduce something really cool, new, and then they'll be like, we're going back to basics, and then like removing it and stuff. Oh, Plague, you know, I kind of thought they were going to show a Plague Tale 3. I kind of had this weird feeling about it, but no, nothing on that front. I had a lot of correct games, but I had a lot of misses too. Which makes me wonder where the hell Contraband is. Yeah, and also Clockwork Revolution, no update on that one, which I thought was strange. A lot of good games shown, a lot of stuff missing too. A lot of stuff missing. We talked about Doom, we talked about Gears, Diablo we don't need to talk about, talked about Stalker, Dragon Age. Yeah, they went for a bit of a quirky angle for Dragon Age, right? I'm assuming if BioWare doesn't knock this out of the park, that studio's gonna get like shuttered or something. Well, they are working on Mass Effect. Anyways, I don't know if EA wants the wrath of the community to close BioWare, but I think it looked okay for Dragon Age. The dragons, teammates, but they did kind of go for like a weird quirky angle, which I don't know if that tonally quite fits Dragon Age, but it'll be interesting, right? Like, I don't know. Yeah. It's a new Doom game. It's not DLC. It's a full new Doom game. What are we calling it? Like a spin-off? I mean, it's technically a prequel. It's just Doom guy in the medieval ages. It's just cool. So, you know, let's just go with it. It's just cool. Oh, that was funny too. We do the, was it the self-care thing that pops up, or was it self-love or whatever we do, Czar? I saw a new post that showed up on the Instagram feed where, you know, someone's like, I hate that Gen Zers have relabeled being selfish as self-care, and I got such a chuckle out of that. Because I'm like, that's totally what it is, right? Being selfish is self-care. I was like, yeah, it's just a rebranding of that phrase. To make it sound like it's a cool, empowering thing. And, yeah, I got a chuckle out of that today, too. It's a little side stuff. Yeah. Oh, Atomfall. Yeah, Atomfall. Atomfall was weird to me, because I thought that was going to be Zombie Army 5. Because if you don't know the traditional release schedule for Rebellion, they release a Sniper Elite, and then a year or two later we get a Zombie Army. Then they release a new Sniper Elite a year or two later. Sometimes they throw in something in the mix, like the Strange Brigade, which I really like that game. If you guys never try that, it's lots of fun. It's like Zombie Army, but you're doing adventurer things, and it's kind of, it's a lot of fun. Strange Brigade, I quite like that one. Criminally underloved, I'm just gonna put it out there. But yeah, I kind of thought they were showing Zombie Army because there was like these twisted machines, and I was like, oh, that's Zombie Army. But then, yeah, no, it's a brand new IP from Rebellion, and it's like an alternate history British countryside, and there's like mech things, and it looks awesome. Yeah, that one looks pretty cool. So put that on the list of things to get hyped as hell for next year. This is a close game, dude. We like win by 2. Yeah. And then Wu Chang Fallen Feather? Is that what that is? Yeah, Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. Is that like a spin-off of like what was that other one we covered? Wu-Tang? Wu-Shang or something like that? I can't remember what it was, but I was like, oh, another Souls game. I was like, what was that one? Wulong? Is that one a spin-off of Wulong? Because we did that one and it was on Game Pass too, right? So I was kind of wondering if that's the case there. Did that lag? Am I lagging? No. I threw a grenade and it did not throw. How come? Did I get him? I did. Frag tag, nice. A new Sniper Elite. I don't think that's a little further away. Am I doing Ubisoft Forward? Nah, I don't have any plans to Ubisoft Forward. Tomorrow is Monday. Tomorrow I will go on a walk somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a walk tomorrow. Yeah, it's Monday. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna live life to the fullest. Yeah, it'll be nice. I'll have a nice walk scheduled and see the day. So I'm not gonna do the Ubisoft Forward. I don't do any of those. Like I watched. Did I co-stream or did I just watch? I watched or co-streamed one Ubisoft event, and I was just like, I'm not doing these anymore. That was years ago. I think it was during COVID. I was like, nah. The leakers? I mean, most of the stuff was leaked, wasn't it? Outside of like, well, even Life is Strange was actually leaked like 3 years ago. Someone was like, oh, Max is back as an adult and stuff, and I was like, yeah, and then it actually happened today. Yeah, there was actually a leaker that leaked both of the Life is Strange games, True Colors and that one, like, back in like years and years ago. Fun fact, I don't know if I leaked, but I reported, you know, Life is Strange 2 being developed like 2 years before it was out. Fun fact. Seriously, I just talked to Donut at E3 the one year when they were showing Vampire, and they're like, yeah, we're working on Life is Strange 2. I was like, oh, okay. When am I going paddleboarding again? I don't know. Hopefully soon. It was a lot of fun. I still have like bruises and I'm a little like kind of tired and stuff from it, so yeah, I don't know. I'll paddleboard and I'll try to take a photo again or something. Seemed like people really were into me paddleboarding, so I was like, oh, that's cool. I also hope people are into liking the stream. Subscribing's great, donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, and the Discord for stream alerts. There's also an Amazon store affiliate link, if you're into that. Well, the handheld was basically confirmed by Phil Spencer like after the event. There was never a Gears collection, that was never a real thing. You guys need to stop believing that one leaker dude, because he's not right. And, what was the other one? Halo? Well, they weren't going to show a new Halo game because they just started development on it not too long ago. But there was never a Gears collection. I don't know why people thought that was a thing. I mean, it would have been cool, but yeah, I didn't really see anything concrete on that one. The bow sniper. I like the Grenadier Elite. Well, he's a Swarm Elite right here in this, but. Yeah, when I play as the Locust in other Gears games. The Grenadier Elite. Damn it. Did we get anything else? We did that one, that one, that one, that one. That one. Oh, Expedition 33. We didn't talk about that. I was so hyped for that game until they showed it was turn-based, and I was like, But apparently they're calling it the evolution of turn-based. So allegedly it's going to be turn-based, but you have to do like, you know, kind of like that Mario game where it's like, it's turn-based, but you have to like interact, like do dodges and blocks and stuff. So it sounds like kind of a pain in the ass, but yeah, that's supposed to be what that game is. It looks gorgeous, so we're very, very excited to see how it turns out, but yeah. Did you notice there was a real lack of like, was it Japanese partner games I noticed at the Xbox event? Usually they've got like a, you know, a big surprise thing from a party there to show that they're like dedicated to the region. Or were they not able to get anyone after closing Tango? Because that would be fucking funny. Would that explain the lack of the Japanese publisher presence? Huh. No, it's a prequel to New Gears. Was I not scared? It's just water. I mean, it's paddleboarding, you know, tons of people do it, so I wasn't scared at all. I've always been able to swim. I'm actually like a pretty strong swimmer technically. Like I'm actually trained to pretty high swimming standards. We did swimming lessons. My mother believed, since I live in Canada and we have the most lakes in the world, that it's probably a good idea to know how to swim. So, yeah, I've pretty strong swimmer actually. I stopped doing swimming lessons before the level where you go and do the lifeguard stuff or whatever. So, yeah. That's where I was mentioning I kind of wanted to go swimming sometime, but I never have really an excuse to or nowhere to even go and swim anymore. But, yeah, I just actually quite like swimming. I just haven't swam in a long time. So, yeah, not really scared of the swimming. You can earn iron in-game. I don't know for sure. I don't have all the skins for Gears, sadly not. Gears 4, I have like almost all of the skins though. Yeah, swimming is a great exercise. Well, it's more the exhilaration of it. Well, that was kind of like what was worrying me on the paddleboarding was when I did fall, because I didn't quite inflate it enough, honestly, because it was my first time paddleboarding, so, you know, it was new. But I went out there and I fell into the water, and I like... sort of, I guess the adrenaline kicking in or whatever when you like plunge into the water was like exhilarating, and I was like, man, I need to get some more exciting things going on in my life because I shouldn't be getting that kind of thrill. It was like, yeah, it was a weird adrenaline junkie kind of thing, and I was just like, yeah, I was tired because I have to climb back up on the board, but it was really quite a rush getting like pulled under the water and stuff, and that was a little weird. A little weird. Little weird. But yeah, I want to do the paddleboarding. Yeah, we should really maybe go swimming at the lake or something like that. Or a lake, or go out swimming in the river or something at some point. I need to find somebody that likes to do that kind of thing. You know, that's my big pitfall, is wanting to do all this exciting stuff and not having someone my age to go and do it with. The frame rate, paddleboarding, it did wear me out. I was really tired, and then all the walks and stuff I do too. Michael, I'm not an Olympic swimmer or anything like that. I'm just trained to swim, and below the level where you would like be able to save others while swimming. But that was a long time again too. I'm sure they've changed the structuring as well. They revise them all the time. Like the swimming lesson tiers and that, they revise them all the time. Did I tell you guys to like the stream like 5 minutes ago? If I didn't, you should probably do that. My dopamine, I don't know, it was just kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, it was just like this adrenaline kind of thing, and just this, yeah, I don't know, I loved it. Falling into the water, and I was like, it's a weird thing to be into. Yeah, weird thing. Hard to breathe when swimming. Well, you're supposed to like move your head back and forth when you're swimming and doing the strokes, and then you can breathe. Yeah. No, I enjoy it. It's fun. But yeah, so South of Midnight, the cutscenes, that was a choice, but the gameplay itself, I don't know if you guys noticed, was had frame pacing issues. So I'm assuming that's gonna get cleaned up, but yeah, it did have frame pacing issues. Jesus, how many levels am I going up? What else do we have? Elder Scrolls Online, Fallout 76 update, which we'll stream in a couple days. Flintlock, which no one's talking about, but that was there. Sea of Thieves, another update, and then Mecha Break, which is like a mech game, and it was kind of like, yeah. Confirmed a remaster? What remaster? Oh, well, it's from the actual document. So like there is a remaster for like Fallout 3 and like Oblivion. Like it's a real thing. Like Doom was part of that. The 3 games that we didn't know about that were part of that leaked document from the Activision Blizzard proceedings, like the court case, that's actual legal like sentence stuff, included Doom Year 1, which became Doom the Middle Ages, and then Fallout 3 remaster and Oblivion remaster. So I'm not sure where those are, but I do know that they're a real thing.
Nice one.
Well, that was good. That was pretty good. The 360 service. Oh, you're the 360, not the 360 game. You're talking about that one where it's like the Navy SEALs one from that like quarterback guy or whatever, that drafted guy in the NFL. You talking about that game or a different one? I don't know what you're talking about. Your stroke game is insane. There you go. Summer Games Fest? I wasn't too blown away by it. It was like, again, like a lot of people were really hating the Summer Games Fest. To me, it was exactly what I expected it to be, so I wasn't really bummed out about it, but I did feel that it was like, the pacing was really, really bad, and it felt like it went on forever, and I only watched like the latter half of it, because I was out walking and stuff. Yeah. You know, that is a good question, because there was supposed to be a whole 360 initiative thing that was supposed to include like Lost Odyssey, Blue Dragon, Fallout 3, and Oblivion with like remasters. Oblivion possibly being a remake. Maybe they're saving them for like the next Xbox. Like, you know, because that's the thing, you know, Nintendo does actually, is they have finished games sitting there, and they pick the optimal dates to release them, which is actually smart business if you can get games done that early in advance. You know, that's what the movie industry does, right? They have finished films and they wait till the perfect day to release films, or the optimal day to release movies to maximize their profits. Whereas the gaming industry, it's usually, you know, these are done on such a tight timeline that when it's ready, or even if it's not ready, it's still getting put out the door. But yeah, Nintendo, allegedly, they have a few stockpiled games sitting there, including Twilight Princess 8 Remaster, Wind Waker Remaster, and then I think a couple other games they allegedly have just sitting there like stockpiled for like a rainy day. And I'm kind of assuming that's the Fallout 3 remaster and the Oblivion. Well, Oblivion again might be a remake, so that would explain that. But the Fallout 3 remaster, I don't understand the delay on. Yeah, you miss E3. Well, E3 didn't necessarily have better stuff. It just had more stuff all at once over a week. Like, there was, like, really, like, quite a few dry E3 years. Like, quite a few of them. Yeah. Any more showcases? There's a few showcases this week, I believe. Did I enjoy the showcase? Yeah, it was great. Yeah. A meme game where you protect the president. Okay, I think that, actually, I think I've heard of that game. Yeah, I think I've heard of that one. Oh, it's funny, there was this, like, Facebook Marketplace ad thing I saw today. And they're, like, selling games, and there was a couple really, really cool, rare, like, original Xbox games, and I was like, ooh. But they want to sell all the games at once? Because they say, $1, give me your best offer. And they're like, they've got 1,200 games. She's like, I want $5,000 for these 1,200 games. And I'm like, I guess a shop might buy that? But, like, for me, I was just like, nah. Because there's, like, a bunch of PS2 and, like, Wii games and stuff, and I was just like, I don't need to spend $5,000. But B, it was like, yeah. Because there's, at least in the market I've noticed where I am, there's how much people want for stuff and how much people are actually willing to pay for things. And it's like, yeah, because I keep seeing games like Silent Hill Downpour and that for, like, 80, 90 bucks, but, like, people don't buy it, and it keeps getting, like, price slashed. And it's kind of funny, because I'm assuming there's, like, a very niche amount of people that actually want to buy that stuff, which is me. And maybe a few other people that want to resell them. But yeah, I did kind of get, like, a chuckle out of that. I was like, she's like, if it doesn't sell, I'm going to start cutting them up into bundles. And I was like, I'll wait for the bundles. Because they got, like, a Nightmare Before Christmas for original Xbox, like Silent Hill 4, and some other pretty cool games that I'd like to have in the collection if I could for videos, but yeah, I'm not gonna spend $5,000 on that. I mean, hell, I'm still trying to sell some of the duplicates I frickin' ended up with from that other bundle I bought to get King Kong. Which King Kong was great, yeah, but I have this bad collection and backup of games I try to get rid of. Duplicates up the ass. Game of the year? I don't know. Well, I guess all the games have been revealed, haven't they, basically, for the year? I'd have to look at all the games and the reviews for all of them to kind of see what the general media consensus is. I think Dragon's Dogma 2 has a chance for it. I just don't know if that game has enough, like, full year chatter behind it, because the conversation around it's kind of died down. But I think Dragon's Dogma 2 actually maybe has a chance. I gotta look at what other games are coming out. Yeah. Kicking ass, taking names. 5,000. But if you think about it though, right? 1,200 games, that's like $5, less than $5 a game. Some of those games are pretty rare. Like if you run a shop, right, where you like sell games and stuff, that's a good deal, right? I don't like people that do the thing where they're like selling something, but they're like, you know, if you make me an offer and there's no like ballpark or anything, right? It's just weird. Silk Song? It's not real. Silk Song's not a real game. It's not real. The real Silk Song was all the disappointing comments I read on Reddit for years. My one dream is for them to finally release Silksong, so I stop having to hear about people wanting to see Silksong. Yeah. But yeah, it is pretty ridiculous. Like, I don't know what they've been doing with that game. Elden Ring. You can't win Game of the Year for an expansion. That's coming soon too. I gotta gear up for that. Ugh, god. I don't know if I need to start like grinding out character levels. I have no idea for Elden Ring, but I know it's a coming, and I'm scared. I'm really scared. It's gonna take a long time to turn a profit. That's the other thing too. But that's what I was saying is like if you're like a retro game store, you know, you could theoretically you should be able to make money off of it, but it would take forever because there's not that many people buying retro stuff. And you gotta stock all these games too, and not as much value in the retro market as people kind of think there is, honestly. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I try to get them for $5 each if I can, because then I can kind of break even pretty easily on doing videos for them.
The hardships humanity has endured.
King Kong. It's a really good game, yeah. You buy King Kong, well, King Kong's actually worth a fair penny if you get it. Yeah. King Kong, the video. We streamed that if you guys missed that a while back. It's actually like a legitimately great game. I was shocked by the production value and everything of it. It's got like the actual actors and everything from the movie and stuff, and it was a great game. Seriously, it was definitely, if you can get King Kong the game, it's well worth playing. I hope someday they remaster it. I doubt they will, but I hope someday they do. Did I get team switched, or did my team all leave? What the hell? It's like me and like one other guy against 4 players? That's not good. New Kingdom. I don't think Kingdom Hearts. Isn't that one like 2026? I think the release window is for that one. Was I on the Locust team like 2 minutes ago? Oh, there's 3 of us. Okay, now I'll focus up. We'll get this done. But yeah, then there's like the Grimdark Kingdom Hearts. Really curious to see how that one turns out. But yeah, I think that one's not until 2026 or something like that. Anyways, lots of games on the horizon, which is good, because it's been pretty grim and slow for views last few days, or last week or so, kinda hoping we have something big and exciting coming so I can get some views and that going. Yeah, lack of new big games is bad for business for Sky. Yeah, at least I got a lot of stuff filmed and stockpiled though. I can kind of take it easy and do my walks and not really have to worry about stuff. Yeah. Ah, damn it. King Kong backwards compatible? It was a great get. It really was. They just kind of showed that they put in the effort where they could to actually make stuff available. It's just a shame that King Kong isn't like purchasable for people to enjoy, because I do genuinely think that's a great game, but yeah, it is a big rarity because it's disc only, right? That's the other problem too, is there's like a bunch of games I'd love, well, there's a few games I'd love to showcase, but you know, I have to find discs for them, which is like nigh impossible. 50 Cent Blood on the Sand, Driver San Fran, and Silent Hill Downpour. I think those are all of them, right? Those are the 3 kind of last disc-only games I've been trying to get my hand on for a video for the channel, but like nigh impossible. I think there's like a Cabela's game too I'm still looking for, but not a big deal. I thought there was a guy running beside me that was an enemy. That wasn't a headshot? 120 FPS, guys. It's the way to go. Frames win games. Except when you're stunned. 92 degrees? Did you melt? We use Celsius here, man. Celsius. Do you have 50 cent end import? Yeah, they're hella hard to find. Hella hard to find. The Space Marine game, I'm hoping the first one is part of like one of the final sales things for Xbox so that I can grab that new stream a bit ahead of the new one. And hopefully ahead of the new one, you guys can sit here now and like the stream. Subscribing's great, donations cool, consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, god damn it, the Discord for stream alerts, and the Amazon store affiliate link. Grabbing anything on Amazon, use the link in the video description. Ah, damn it. Huh, kinda thought I was gonna get that headshot there. There we go. Kind of a big rush there to get like 9 seconds, guys. It was really worth the effort. Damn, there we go. Something to look forward to on Xbox after the showcase. What is it, Thomas? What's there to look for? Oh, for Xbox in general? Yeah, that's kind of funny. Did you miss anything? They announced a new Life is Strange. It's all you've ever known. Yeah, but here in the streams, we consider this territory Canada land. You gotta bend to the will of Celsius here, my friend. That's the rules. We use centimeters, and we use Celsius. Yeah. That is the way of the stream. We keep it Canadian up in this place. Aw, oh, damn it. Got so lucky. Do I have Saw 1 and 2? I don't have Saw 1 and 2. Those aren't even backwards compatible. Celsius is like doing math. Celsius makes the most sense in the world. There's 0, and then as it gets warmer it goes up, and as it gets colder it goes down. And 0's in the middle. It just makes sense. Seriously. It just makes sense. You refuse to bend the knee? You will bend to the will of Canada. Or you will die. Heretic, heretic. What the hell did I catch on the TV thing today? There is this old one with, like, what is it, Jodie Foster or something like that? It's like an old romantic period piece. Where it's like Sanda Bros or something like that. I was like, this movie is ridiculous. Senda Burrows or something. It's not really worth watching, but I was like, what the hell is this movie? Stalker looks good. It does. It really does. It was nice to see, because I didn't, like, I thought they were going to skip Stalker, but then I was like, someone in the other stream mentioned that they don't have a release date for the game yet. I was like, oh, okay, then they'll show it. But yeah, no, it looks really, really great. Should be fun to stream, do videos on. Yeah, there's a new Flight Sim trailer with aerial advertising as a career. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna become an aerial advertiser. How's that gonna be scored? You're gonna like fly around in the air and it's like the most eyes on your aerial ads and you get good scores and stuff.
Hang your heads in shame.
Dun, 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 dun. I hope they keep these silly animations for the super grim dark Gears of War prequel that they're working on. 50 kills. Nice. Nice. King of the Hill on checkout. Let's do it. Ooh, I'm almost prestige. Am I prestige? How do I tell? Oh, I'm 97. Oh, I'm gonna prestige soon, guys. Then I'm gonna be prestige 8 or not 8, 13. Holy crap! Got a lot of prestiges in this game. Let's do this. Celsius is cool. I think Celsius is the way. That's why we push it here. How good is Celsius? I think I just kind of explained it again. Like 0, when it goes colder, negative, it gets colder. When it goes positive, it gets warmer. It just, again, it just makes sense. Yeah, it just makes logical sense. Yeah, Starfield content. Yeah, we're gonna stream Starfield tomorrow. Vaylander kind of he first excited me about the amount of content it had, and then he kind of scared me. But like I uninstalled Alan Wake 2 and installed Starfield, so tomorrow we're gonna stream Starfield because I haven't, I spent all that time installing it, so that's what we're doing tomorrow. We can go see my wife Sarah. She makes me feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside. It's nice to have a woman that goes around supporting you in your actions. Even if she is a virtual character. It's just nice to know that someone cares. We could go gather some succulents together. Is this just like all bots? Oh, I'm on a whole team of bots. I gotta find a new lobby. I'm gonna find a new lobby here, so we get some more people. Yeah. Gears is always fun. Well, I love that I keep having all these. I guess you would say excuse type events to play Gears. Like a new Gears getting announced. Perfect time to stream Gears 5. Death of Xbox. Great time to stream Gears 5. Stuff like that. A regular night of Gears, people don't come for it. But if you can get a twist, then people like the streams. The girl in Final Fantasy XIV. We had a great, lovely night, and then I ghosted her because that was my secondary account. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was all virtual anyways, but yeah, the Final Fantasy XIV stream night was fucking wild. Captain G Bump. So is this lobby filling or detached 3 bedrooms? Attention first time buyers and investors? Doesn't even say where it is. I just want to get a bloody house, man. Okay, I'm gonna find another match because this is never loading. Red Bull in the fridge. Good for you. Did you use the Amazon store affiliate link when you bought all that Red Bull? The Starfield expansion, I think, comes out in the fall, doesn't it? But they did an update today for the game that added some new stuff like bounty missions and some quality of life improvements. Yeah. All these bloody houses showing up with affordable prices, but it's only in Red Deer. That's just emotionally traumatizing. See, if I had like a wife, this would be so easy to get a quality house that I want. Drives me crazy. Why does it keep showing me all these sale things from Edmonton? I don't live in Edmonton. Mitchell lives in Edmonton. I don't live there. Lost? I haven't watched Lost. I think nobody got time for Lost. But there's like, is there no one in this lobby? It's just, I want a lobby with real players, real people, guys. Yeah, creation kit. Final Fantasy stream was a fever dream, right? That was like one of the craziest streams I've ever had in my streaming. Like, it was just balls to the wall nonsense and insanity. I don't even know how that happened. I'm still blown away that that was like a real night of my life. I was like, this is the most exciting dating scene action I've had in like a long time. I was like, that's just depressing. A rich doctor wife? No, I just need a pretty average woman that has a job. It's not even that thrilling, seriously. I mean, if they made more money, that would be better, but yeah, I just need a lady that's got like a job just to bump up my, you know, mortgage cap a bit. Seriously, I could get a really like solid place. I'm not even kidding. The problem is like the cost just keeps going up. Why does it keep putting me in this lobby? Sorry, I'm trying to find a match where there's real players that I'm playing against. Has to be hot. I mean, you know, as long as I'm attracted to them and stuff, that's fine. There was the one lady I liked. She kind of didn't have her act together and stuff, but she was still attractive in that. Now she has her act together. Sucks to suck. Okay, customize. What achievements am I missing here? I swear to God, it better not put me on that fucking river level again. You putting me on river again, game? I know there's other levels out there. Don't you dare put me on river again. Rank of lieutenant. Fuck off. Sorry, one second. I'm gonna see recently played with. It's got this like weird obsession with trying to put me on this map. Overcooked 2. You're telling me there's no other lobbies? Why does it keep putting... There's other lobbies in here, isn't there? Yeah. A house under 200,000. There's no houses under 200,000. God, a house under 200,000. Not even in the small towns that are like a good couple hours away is there a house for 200,000. That's not a thing, man. Not even like a townhouse. You'd have to buy like someone's shack in their yard for 200,000. Yeah, no brute force remake, sadly. We keep waiting for it. 200,000? Yeah, my deep fantasies. It's the funniest thing I've seen all night. $200,000 house. Pff, look. That would be so easy to get, man. I would move in tomorrow. Stop putting me on this map! Stop it! This is the 4th time. There's other lobbies. It just keeps putting me in this. Dude, yeah, there's no... I've looked at decrepit houses that are like really broken, and they're like more than double 200,000. Try custom games. Yeah, I wish there were houses for 200,000. Sorry, we'll get in a match. I know there's probably one lobby that's like full of real players. I need one more game and then I can prestige. Is Canada that expensive? Yeah, I mean I'm in the 3rd biggest city and stuff like that. I thought about buying a storage container. Yeah, it'd probably be a downgrade from where I am. We also have like the highest rental rates right now here in the city too. It's a madness. Allegedly, people are now bailing because the price is going up here, so they're going to like Edmonton where Mitchell is because it's cheaper there. And hopefully that will help a bit, but I doubt it will. Yeah, like your basic house, like, well, you can get a townhouse for like 4 something. But it's like, ugh. You know, like used, not like new or anything. Like new townhouses are like $550 at least. A house you can buy an old house for like well over $5, and then you know, duplexes are like $450 plus and stuff. And yeah, it's a mess, the market here. Like I said though, I've you know, I've gotten like every year that I get closer, the average, like the average house price jumped 50K last year. So it's like it's hard to get to that level, right? Foreclosure auctions. Yeah, well, I've got a realtor who's kind of on the ball for stuff. I've seen some opportunities pop up, but like the ones that I have been interested in that I can kind of grab, they go well over the asking price. Actually, my realtor never got back to me about this one. There was this really large house, like 1,600 square feet. 500,000. But like you'd have to renovate like the entire thing. But like you'd have to get rid of the deck and the garage because the deck and the garage weren't like they're not up to city standards. So you'd have to pay to destroy them, and you'd have to redo and renovate the entire house to like make it livable. But yeah, it went well over because they weren't taking offers until Friday. But when I went to go and check it out on Thursday, they're like, it's already sold for like, I guess well over asking. But I'll have to bump my realtor this week because I asked her how much it actually went for. But yeah, that house would have been great because like, you know, 1,600 square feet. Most of the houses I look at are like 1,100 square feet and they're going for like 550 and stuff. Yeah. Like, I can kind of do 5, but I can't. 550 is like, it's too much, I think. Like, even, I think 5 is kind of stretching it. That's what I'm saying, if I was married, though, I'd very easily get in there. Yeah. Renting is cheaper. Not really. It's about the same price on a month-to-month basis as actually, like, owning something. I don't want to be a renter, though. I want to actually have a house. I'd love to have a sense of ownership of a house. Because I feel like once you get... Personally, I think once you get stuck renting, you don't get out of renting. But, yeah, we have the highest renting costs, I guess, in the country at the moment, I guess, because of the market being driven up by people moving here. As I said, it's literally a mess here. Yeah. We're the hot city in Canada, because people from more expensive markets keep moving here because it's cheaper, right? Yeah. To northern Canada. I like where I live. I could probably move to like a smaller town if I really wanted to and have like a nice place where it wouldn't cost as much, but I like where I live. I'm trying to not get, you know, outpriced from my own market, but we'll see what happens. Most of my friends have bailed. They've moved to smaller towns and other cities. It's a little sad. Yeah. Wow, we got like thrashed there. That was bad. That was not a good match. Property taxes? I think some of them that I look at, it's like 25 to like 32 a year, depending on the house size. Yeah. Well, the thing is, you don't want to buy a house and then your mortgage kills you and stuff. But again, if I was married or had a long-term gal, it'd be really easy to get like a, seriously, just a solid place. Ah, damn it. But that's on me, right, obviously. Doom the Dark Ages. Very, very excited. Very, very excited for Doom the Dark Ages. I mean, he's riding a dragon. It's freaking awesome. Somehow the shield is a chainsaw. Fuck's sakes, dude. Getting smacked this match. I don't know, I think Doom looks pretty sweet. It's a real shame Xbox isn't keeping it as an exclusive. That would actually probably be a system seller for some people. It would be a Doom game, but sucks to suck. House with wood? Yeah, well, we got lots of lumber and stuff. Be more flexible in my choices. Well, you act like there's a lot of choices, right? That's the thing. That's what I'm telling you, is there isn't a lot of choices. They're all in kind of the same range. And it's like, I could grab a cheaper house, but it would be in a really bad neighborhood, and they're not that much cheaper. Like, it's literally a negligible amount. And I'm trying to get like a house that's like a detached house. And I'm like, I've waited this long, if I have to wait a bit more, so be it. Like, I don't know, I don't really want to, it's just, you know, like, again, you talk like I'm trying to buy like a luxury house. And I'm not at all. Like, I'm really just trying to buy your basic house, the basic yard that's detached and isn't like terrifying to the point I have to put hundreds of thousands of dollars into fixing it up, which most of them seem to be. 500,000 plus, you gotta put 200,000 in to fix them. But yeah, I'm not trying to buy like a fantasy mansion or any sort of like weird luxury thing. I just want a really basic house. I just want access to the same opportunities that my parents had, honestly. That's all I ask for. Just regular living. Oh, come on, I didn't even get that shot off. Like, it's going to hell here.
That's it.
Do I like the modern one? I love the new houses, actually. What is it? The ones with the Horde board and stuff? I love the new aesthetic of them. Not all of them, but I do love the new aesthetic of them. Yeah, the modern houses. I'd love to buy a new house, but yeah, good luck with that unless I'm winning the lottery or something like that. 150k. Yeah, 10%. In Canada, I think we're at, it's 20% for a down payment now. It's 20%. Freaking hell, I finally get a match, and these guys are insane, dude. Like, seriously, like, we're just... Are we gonna kill that guy? Yeah, it's like 20%, plus you have to pass, like, the stress test and stuff, and... Being single hurts a lot for that kind of stuff. House prices have doubled. More than that, again, like, last year alone in my market, they went up 50,000. But you know what didn't go up, guys? The cost of liking the stream, which is nothing, so be sure to like the stream. Subscribing's great, donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, and the Discord for stream alerts, chatter, and great times. It's also an Amazon surf lately, if you're into that kind of thing. But yeah, it's just because of the rush of all the people coming into the market that's like jack prices up. Like usually houses that would be 350,000 are now going for like 5, and it's just completely unbalanced. Gears 4 or 5? I like the movement stuff of Gears 5, but I played a hell of a lot more Gears 4. I think it's the progression and buying system, like the microtransaction system in this game, that made it less enticing for me. Also, I had a friend I used to play Gears 4 with all the time. We'd spend hours and hours on it, so I think that helped for that one. But I guess, like, from a time perspective, I've played a lot more, and I'm more into Gears 4, I would say. But Gears 5, I like the movement and everything like that better. But a house of like 21? Oh, that would be nice. Do I Venmo? I don't think we have Venmo in Canada land, where we don't really do that, I'm sorry. Well, thanks for considering that, but no, we don't have that. I take the YouTube membership thing, there's a PayPal if you want to go there, but yeah, that's all I've got. We don't really use the Venmo stuff in Canada because we have like e-transfer and that. And, yeah. Don't worry, I'll get there eventually, guys. Don't worry. Just gotta keep working at it, you know. And if I don't buy houses this year, I'll splurge. I'll get a new GPU. That'll make me feel better. Yeah, it'll be great. Yeah. Gears 2 and stuff. Oh, the investors thing is a big thing here too right now. Is that's what they're always trying to sell to, is investors and that. I think to me, again, the biggest issue is we have people moving here that don't know the value of neighborhoods, and they think any value is really cheap, so they're buying in like really bad neighborhoods for like high prices, and they're driving up the value of markets that shouldn't have, you know, high costs associated with them. So that's definitely a problem. Did the guy just like run away? Seriously? He just ran away, huh? Alright. Man, the other team's just so much better than ours. So much better. And in Canada, they take a lot of taxes too. That's always depressing every year when I like build up and then I have to pay like a freaking huge ass sum in taxes. It's actually like demoralizing. I always get a little depressed around, what is it, April when I have to pay my taxes. Which, you know, give us great social programs and blah blah blah, but man is it depressing. Yeah. I just go to my banker, she's always like, ouch, and I'm like, yeah, I know, thanks. Which Gears? This is E-Day, man. This is it. This is the cutting edge of Gears of War action. We're gonna have to do some more Battlefield 3 streams though, since the servers are being closed. Yeah, we'll have to squeeze in some more before the end of that one. Will I ever get that achievement for getting a kill in a jet? On foot and in a tank? Vehicle or something? In 1 life achievement. Will I ever get that? Find out before the servers close this year. Yeah. It's actually called Gears 5, it's not Gears of War. They added the title back for Gears of War. Someone on Reddit had a good explanation for that. See, the kids, because they're not experienced in war, they're just called Gears. But Marcus and stuff, because they're so used to war, they're the Gears of War. I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense. Of course people play this game. This game's huge in Mexico, man. It's huge there, yeah. But why? I mean, why wouldn't it still have players? People like Gears of War. There's always a diehard community for this game.
Ooh, I could use that.
Can't you tell by the guys that are like frickin' like 20-something prestiges? Like, there's like 27 prestige. I'm like, I'm gonna be 13th here, but I'm a filthy casual against some of these guys. Yeah. First Gears E-Day streamer. Well, you gotta get ahead of that for the, what the hell is it? The search results, you know what I mean? We gotta be on top of that kind of stuff. That's what the YouTube game's about. You either get lucky and lots of people really, really like you, or you get search results. Those are your options. Yeah, E-Day stream right here, guys. Where were you when E-Day happened? You were here. Liking the stream. Nah, but the taxes are quite a thing. But like I said, we get great social programs. I just always feel like I'm being squeezed from everywhere. You know what I mean? You guys ever feel that? For like cost of living and everything like that? You just get like squeezed. And then you pay more than double food used to cost like 10 years ago. And you get less food. That's I don't understand. And then they wonder why people are so like depressed and sad about life, and it's like, fuck, there's pretty easy reasons, right?
Clean sweep, Gears.
Gears of War 0? That would be funny. It is kind of weird to call it Gears of War E-Day, but I don't know. It's a neat name. I think it works. It gets the point across what it is, right? Alright, let's do this. Let's make a big comeback this round. Oh, can I prestige? I'm kind of wondering if I should just leave this match and then prestige. Well, it's the last round. It's tied. Let's go for it. Kind of a waste of XP, but, you know. It's more about the match than it is the XP, I guess. Ah, I got someone with the grenade, a bot, and a regular player with the dasher. Nice. Hate being squeezed. I don't know, don't you guys feel that? Like, you know, for tip increases that have gone up rapidly and have appeared everywhere. And like, cost of food and cost of living.
I'm ready for you.
I just feel squeezed. You know, not like the band squeeze, but like a bad squeezed. Yeah, like that. Squeezed. Gears of War Kiwami. Yeah, remake them and do them like that. Well, let's say theoretically they do the Halo Combat Evolved and they remake it and they put it on PlayStation. Do you think they'll start doing that with Gears? They'll remake the different Gears games and also put them on PlayStation? God, that would be depressing. You don't play Yakuza? You should. You should play Yakuza. They're great games. I mean, they're not. I don't know if they're for everyone gameplay-wise, but the Yakuza titles are fantastic. Fantastic games. You're well missing out. I do like that my excitement for Life is Strange has motivated some people to check it out, though. It strangely pissed some people off, or they didn't like that, but as I mentioned earlier. But some people, someone said that they would check out the series, and that was kind of cool. Like Life is Strange. Yeah. Yakuza is fire. You know what's even better than Yakuza? Is the Judgment game. Yeah. Well, the value of games is amazing. I tell people that all the time, though. Is like, you know, games they're expensive, but like they haven't like gone up in price, and you know the cost of game development's gone up so much, and the time it takes has gone up so much. It's amazing that games still cost as much as they do. But then there's also the value market of games too, that I think some people keep out of the equation as well, right? Is like there's probably a threshold where a game costs X amount of dollars and it actually like decreases in sales quantity. There's kind of like an equilibrium of how much people are willing to pay for something. Because like food you always have to buy, but games you don't. But games also, I've been told from various studies, games are considered a what the hell is that called? Not an indulgement, but a they're like repression. They are recession-proof. They are. It's considered like alcohol and stuff is, where it's like it's a comfort item. So like people will actually, you know, buy games and stuff like that, similar to alcohol, as a form of comfort during strife and that. So yeah, they're recession-proof and that, repression-proof. Fuck, Jesus. Gears, like I told you, Gears wasn't real. How many times I gotta say that, man? Let's just stop talking about the Gears collection and stop talking about that one leaker guy. He's just wrong. A Fallout collection. That would be really hard because you'd have to remake the original Fallouts from the ground up because you can't remaster them because the source code is gone. But there should be a Fallout 3 remaster and then probably a New Vegas one on the way after that at some point. Battlefield 1. They don't really remaster or re-release Battlefields. I think 1943 was the only time, and that was kind of a little bit of a different situation. Yeah, I mean, I love a Gears collection, but who the hell's going to be working on it, right? I mean, they didn't show it tonight, so I think it's time for today, this morning. It's time to just let that one go, you know? Let it go. Damn it. Well, I've fixed my KD a little bit, but not much. Have I played Fallout 1? I actually have videos of all the Fallouts running on the PC Game Pass thing. They added them all to PC Game Pass like a couple years ago now. I have videos of all of them running, if you're ever curious about it. Fallout 1, 2, Tactics. And the, what was it? What was the other one? The other Bethesda games, the Elder Scrolls ones. Redguard and Battlespire? Is it Battlespire? Yeah, I have videos of those ones. Diablo 4 stream. Yeah, we'll probably do that with the expansion coming or a new season or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. Well, the harder thing for that, for Gears, is like there's so many of the games and like file size space, and How do you sync campaigns and everything together? Like Halo MCC was a daunting undertaking that took way too long for Microsoft. So I don't think they're necessarily bold enough to try that again, I think, anytime soon. But it would be a nice surprise, it really would. But it's time to just kind of shut the door on the Gears collection for now. The rumor is like well over 5 years old. It just wasn't real.
Come on, try me.
And they definitely weren't shadow dropping it today. That was the craziest thing I saw from somebody, was it being shadow dropped. No. The shadow drop stuff's on Sunday. It's crazy. It's a crazy thing to do. It's insanity. Did their team quit? Oh, some of their team quit, it looks like. Yeah, I heard the Nintendo Direct's supposed to be pretty fire. Did the Callisto Protocol stream? How about no? How about no? Peanut butter whiskey? I think I've had a shot of that before. We did it, guys. We pulled off the win.
Victory for the cog, for your brothers and sisters, for humanity.
I'm so proud of this team today for this accomplishment. An OLED? OLEDs are nice. Season 4 of Diablo. I still need to get some level grinding going out there. Oh yeah, I gotta go to the main menu because I got a prestige. It's time to become 13th prestige. Team Ice Lancer, nice. Look at me go, guys. Someday I'll get that achievement for re-upping 20 times. 15 gamer score. What a joke. The achievements in the Gears franchise are like a freaking joke, man. Re-up 30 times, 20 gamer score. How generous. How generous. Black Ops 6. I don't have to buy the CODs, they always provide them. What do I think about... What do you mean, would it be Gears E-Day? It's gonna be about Emergence Day. It's gonna be about when the locusts first come. This takes place 14 years before the first Gears. The best flavored whiskey? I don't know, the one you like the most? You know, personal preference on that point, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's a prequel. It's gonna be about Marcus and Dom coming together as friends and best bros. A sheepdog? It's an animal that herds sheep. That's its job. Yeah, that's its job. Ah, Tomb, I love this map. This game started to get real good once they added all these maps and stuff, then. There we go, let's do this, guys. You ready? Y'all ready for this? Bum, 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 bum. I guess he was ready for that. I always love that from the Lego movie. That's like one of my favorite things from the original Lego movie is like, you know, Shaq and stuff is like bum 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 bum. It's like, you ready for this? And it's like, they were ready for that. Hilarious. Ah, damn it. I should have known Koopa was hiding around the corner. I should have known. To Doom the Dark Ages? I think it looks pretty great. Army of Two, Lost Planet, or Fear? I am a pretty big Lost Planet fan, but I think the Fear collection would be great because those ones that are kind of hard as hell for people to get hands on. But I believe the issue for Fear is a combination of music licensing and ownership issues between who owns the Fear series and Warner Brothers and all that. But the real Fear is not getting enough of you guys to like the stream. Subscribing's great, donations cool, consider becoming a channel member. channel member gifting, the Patreon option, and the Discord for stream alerts. It's also an Amazon storefront, like if you're into that kind of thing. Easy ways to support the content on the channel, what can I say? Okay, that guy's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, Lost Planet's really, really good. But, you know, it's kind of a niche thing. I wish Capcom would reboot it at some point. I think that series has potential to really become like a big franchise in gaming. It just, yeah. It's always been a little niche in how they do it, but this is a good series. You're lucky you have like 3 teammates and I have no one. Seriously. I know my Gears lore. I try to. I actually met the guy that handled Gears lore once. He didn't like Bullet Marsh because Bullet Marsh has no lore. Whatever that means. So it's just a map that exists for no reason, I guess. I'm like, it's a pretty cool level. Good job, team. Good job. I'm just glad we could still play this and not have to play like King of the Hill and stuff. Or sorry, not King of the Hill, Team Deathmatch and that. Or Execution, we can actually play like King of the Hill and whatnot. We still need to grind the Gears Judgment multiplayer out too. Yeah. The next Resident Evil. Hopefully sooner than later, I would, yeah, kind of hope. As I said, I got a feeling there's going to be like a PS5 Pro event. Wouldn't it be funny if there actually was just straight up no PS5 Pro? Like it wasn't even a real thing this whole time. But no, I think there'll be like an August event for the PS5 Pro and they'll probably have saved some games for that, I think. Beautiful. Smooth. Fuck. See you later, alligator.
Come on, try me.
That was a bad miss around that corner by me. Deserve that. Long Island? Long Island's awesome. Final Fantasy games? They'll come to multiple platforms. I guess there's not enough money in it for them anymore on just doing on PlayStation, or the PlayStation payout isn't enough. I think it's a combination of games costing too much, PlayStation not selling enough copies of Final Fantasy, and PlayStation not paying enough to cover the loss. Yeah. Or the new CEO just wants something different for Square, it's hard to say. That was close. Good flank though. Well, I guess these guys are like a clan, so it makes sense they know, you know, communicate and stuff like that. Yeah. Rum makes you sick? Oh, rum is such a good balance drink for me.
Let's go.
Hey bot, come back. I want the free kill from you. Bot, come back. That guy kind of rolled right in or slid right into that incendiary.
Revive me!
think that's a bot. Which keeps escaping my clutches. Unbelievable.
Brought an entire generation into this world only to face
Those
slaughter.
are.
What have
75 a game is getting expensive? Dude, you know in Canada it's like 90 bucks a game right now, right? It's like 70 in the US, it's like 90 bucks in Canada. Don't need to tell me about the cost of gaming here.
Hey! Y'all just gonna watch me dump?
Oh yeah, why wasn't there a limited edition Xbox Call of Duty console? That to me is a missed opportunity. A greatly missed opportunity. Or they should have done a Call of Duty rap, guys. That would have been smart. Ooh, I got to level 3. Look at me fast leveling. Capture the flag. I don't really do capture the flag. Yeah, I don't want to do capture the flag. We don't do that here. The Halo Infinite Series X is seriously nice. I see a lot of people trying to sell those nowadays on the marketplace stuff. I see a lot of Xboxes for sale that aren't even like, you know, like the ones that are like trying to flip. They're just trying to get rid of them. $90 is crazy. Yeah, in Canada we get soaked for everything. People act like it's a joke, but it's not. It's rough in Canada land. Rough. Da, 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 da. Ooh, district. I like this map. Very, very beautiful level. Yeah. Jumbo Skadoosh. It's kind of funny. That guy's a prestige 37? He's 37 prestige? Oh my god. That guy's 35 prestige. Man, I wish I had time like that. Then again, I probably wouldn't spend it all just playing Gears, I suppose. I'm trying to imagine that. Like, if I had tons of money, what would I do with my time? I'd go out and do stuff, I guess? Go sit at cafes or something? I don't know.
I have need of this. Flash out!
That was pathetic! No!
Didn't mean to roll this way.
These humans!
I do wonder what the multiplayer is going to look like in that new Gears. The visual improvements look stunning. The fuck? Did the game freeze? What the hell is this? I think you get to drink earlier in Europe. Yeah, Zero, you and your bad influence of drinking. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this game is frozen. I'm just gonna take a stab at that and assume that's the case. I think they call that a sucks to suck scenario is what that is. Enough for your abbreviations. Yeah, Supa, come on, spell the full thing out, man. Don't be lazy. People, well, actually, for me, it's easier for reading if things are abbreviated. Yeah. Definitely helps me out. Rocky View County. That's not even close to where I live. All these modern, nice-looking houses for $550. That was a side-by-side. Fuck. God damn it. Gin is rough. Gin is kind of fun if you mix it with stuff, but gin and tonic is like taste of nothing and then followed by a little taste of death. It's really exciting. This wouldn't happen on PS5. Probably wouldn't. What's E-Day about? It's Emergence Day. It's when the locusts first come from the ground. It's a big deal in the universe. They celebrate it every year with a big festival. A festival of death. Here we go. I can buy a 1-bed, 1-bath townhouse in the middle of fuck all Red Deer for 200,000. Is this like a trailer? This looks like a trailer house. How many square feet is this? 1 bed, 1 bath. 800 square feet. Fuck, that's depressing. just a little depressing. And it's in Red Deer. No one wants to live in Red Deer. It's so far away. So far away. $100 GB mod limits on Xbox for Starfield, or did we get that for Fallout? I wish we had 100 GB Fallout. That's a large limit. Are you sure that's the thing? Fallout isn't Fortnite. Yes, it is. Need the chaser. Sometimes you gotta chase. 2 beds, 2 baths, townhouse condo for 400,000? It can't both be a townhouse and a condo, can it? I don't think that's a thing. Is that a thing? I don't think that's a thing. Yeah, Skyrim and Fallout need more mod space. Anyways, sucks to suck. No, Mercy King of the Hill, that'll be fun. The Alan Wake DLC. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. The Bay Area? Well, good thing I don't live in the Bay Area. I live in a very normal flatland part of Canada. It still shouldn't cost so much. That was a good stick. That was a good torque shot. Don't worry, guys. The love of my life is gonna come out of nowhere, and she's gonna have a steady job. It's gonna be great.
But they cannot stop you, and they know it.
I mean, wouldn't that be cool though, just to run into somebody? And just like you connect really well and stuff. And then you get a nice house. And buy some plants. And go to Costco to get hot dogs and cookies. Now that was a bot? What a waste of the freaking grenades. I think they made this torque bow too easy to use. I remember in the first gears it was like a pain in the ass. You had to actually have like insane levels of skill with it. Yeah. Does Sprite count as water? Why would Sprite count as water? What? I got you. That poor Skybot just doing its job and always the bane of the community because of it. Anyway, Starfield should be fun tomorrow. I'm hoping I can throw together a good stream for it. With what's available for mods and stuff like that. The council voted against me finding a spouse. Oh, fuck, that's rough. When will the council ever let me have my turn? What did the council say about a favorite ex of mine coming back into my life and saving the day? Was that still up for vote, or did we lose that vote too? I don't know why I pay you to campaign fillet if we keep losing these votes. Oh, fuck. Take a seat, young Skywalker. Thanks for the revive, Abraham. The council voted no. Don't worry, guys. Next year's my year. Fuck. Oh, that was a sick headshot. Did you see that? That was beautiful. With the torque? I was like, I'd got like a triple torque kill and like I took the guy's head off with it too. That was wondrous. You love, well, red wine's pretty good, yeah. There's lots of variations of red wine stuff there. I haven't suffered enough. Is that what the council thinks? Is I haven't suffered enough? Oh, that's fair. President of Argentina? Well, that's something, I guess. That's an economically stable country. I haven't suffered though. Yeah, it gets depressing at a certain point. This council better change their mind eventually. I need them to throw me a bone. Literally. Doom? I mean, it'll probably do about as good as Doom Eternal did, won't it? Oh man, wine is great. It's, red wine can be a little hard the first couple of sips, but once you get into it, it's pretty smooth, pretty easygoing, and it tastes great. My wine nights are like off the hook when we do them. They're lots of fun. Fuck the council. Taxing glue? That's that guy's name? I mean, that's creative, I guess. Taxing glue. Oh, I got like this adorable like fan mail voice chat thing the other day in my messages. I was like, that is so adorable. Some kid telling me they subscribed to me and I was like, oh. Oh, hey, Barry. My perfect gal or Gear 6. If I'm not like find a gal by like the fucking 2030s when Gear 6 comes out, I'm just gonna probably give up on everything. Yeah. It's too long. Why haven't I just had Kraken tonight? I just don't drink it like I'm literally drunk like you, Zero. Ragu, spaghetti, and red wine. Call it Italy at home. Jeez. Here, you gotta have Stella Artois. Anyways, hope you're doing well there, Bari. I need to go buy. I'm out of margarita mix, and I'm out of Stella. I'm going to go rebuy that stuff. I've been out of Stella for a while. I don't need Stella, but I like Stella. What is that thing though, like 20, like 30 for year 6? It's just, oh man. I just want closure on the series. Why not do a prequel after you finish the series? It's just story we had to tell. Yeah, no. Should've just finished the frickin' thing. I feel like they wrote themselves into a corner now and they don't know what to do, and that's why they did this. Make it someone else, some of their developers' problem. Astrobot? I don't know, Astrobot looks adorable. I don't hate kids. I'm actually really good with kids. Yeah, strangely, I don't get it, but yeah. But no, it was like this adorable fan mail thing. I was like, should I play it for the chat? And I was like, I don't know. But the guy's like, I'm subscribed, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, it's adorable. I'm gonna go execute this guy. I wanted to execute him with the chainsaw. Yeah. So you guys gotta buy the Costco wine packs that I mentioned, where it's $69.99, you get 12 bottles. It's freaking great. But they only show up once in a blue moon. Just like me asking you to like the stream, subscribe, and it's great. Donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chatter, and OK times. There's also an Amazon store affiliate link. If you buy anything on Amazon, use the link. Yeah. I feel like you guys are drinking too much. We're having another one of those Zero situations. Zero was actually driving me crazy during the Halo stream. It was unprofessional. Stream stress, what can I say? Stream stress. I've got the ring. Oh, it's actually kind of lovely looking over there. To think the next gears will have 100 times the detail of this gears, whatever that means. And ray tracing. Hardware accelerate. Are they actually gonna be able to pull off 4K 60 with ray tracing? Well, I guess if it's Lumen, right, with using UE5? I feel like that. I don't know how they're gonna get that running smoothly. Yeah. Mountain Dew. I miss Mountain Dew. They got rid of that from the Costco. There's nothing wrong with Gears 4 and 5. Zero probably already has a beer belly. You're not that bad of a drunk. Dude, I was pissed during that Halo night. You were drinking way too much. It was actually like a problem. It was actually a problem. Gears 5's a pretty good game if you haven't played it, so I hope you enjoy it. Lots of fun. Ooh, Reactor. That's a neat level. Very tight. Split setup. Yeah. Ba, ba, ba. Can't believe I'm only level 7. I was like whipping through like level 90 something. Do they like cap you at XP or something when you like first start off or something like that? It's weird, right? Like that one game I went from like level 97 to like 100 and now it's taking a couple matches to get to like level 7. That's weird as hell. Wonder why that is. Really, really weird. They are also on the Game Pass too, if you didn't know that, for the gear stuff. Interesting. Alright, let's do this. Finally starting. Tequila. Tequila. Wow. Voice is too dead to do that. Tequila. I can't do it right. Giant reactor. Remember when we streamed Stranglehold and I did tequila during the stream and took a shot of it? That was fun. That was fun. We had a good time. We always have good times on the streams.
Wow, you're all fucked up.
Oh crap.
Who's next?
Damn it.
Oh yeah, you'll do.
I mean, you guys are just making a booze chat, the stream thing, but a Fallout channel. Well, we do have it still on the banner, Fallout there. Yeah, I never changed it to the Xbox Showcase image. I usually do that each year. That's funny. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. I usually change it to like the Xbox image for the Showcase events. Eh. Hey man, life and the views were really good when Fallout was hot. I missed that. It's quieter right now, I don't like it. There's not any like new hot game coming either at the moment. No one to talk about. Where the hell is everybody? It's like a tiny ass map and I can't find anyone. Fuck. I have to make a second channel for booze reviews. I feel like, you know, that wouldn't be too attentive from people. Maybe at some point I'll do an alcohol review on the channel. You never know. You never know what might pop up on here. I like to do all kinds of weird stuff. The real question of the day is, have you had your tarot reading? Water is great. Water is really good. Really good. Now I love me some water. Fridge water, guys. That's the way. I love me fridge water. I wonder if they're ever going to fix that pipe here in the city. I was thinking of visiting on a reservoir because it's supposed to be very empty, like the emptiest it's ever been because of the water issues, because our pipe burst and stuff. Double kill. I think we'll get Marcus Fenix as a COD character to tie in with the new gears. That'd be kind of cool, right? I'll have to stop buying skins in COD though, because they're not going to carry over to Black Ops. Which is lame. No Gundam skins for me. I thought that was the whole point of having like a combined engine and a combined, you know, game hub, was so that all the COD skins would carry between games. A nice headshot. The Ubisoft event? Oh yeah, there's a new Far Cry coming and stuff. I don't know, we'll see. I think Far Cry is still a little bit off from being revealed, and they usually reveal that at a... What is the marketing for Far Cry? Is it PlayStation or is it Xbox usually? I think it's Xbox, right? Yeah, that type of thing would be at an Xbox event or something like that if they were revealing it, but it would be a nice surprise. I think the Ubisoft event will be mostly just like deep dives and updates on their main games. They do an EA Play this year, or is that not a thing anymore? Yeah. Bum napalm base. Sapphire. That's a classic gin. I like my Empress gin. It's great. Very classy. Still haven't killed that guy yet? Jeez. Got the vulture. Man, I still think this game looks pretty good. Can't imagine how good Gears Emergence Day is gonna look. Snoop Dogg twice. Well, I got him once through the battle pass. I don't know if that counts. No EA showcase? Lame. I can buy them. Just what I've always wanted. To buy Snoop Dogg again. Well, I have Snoop Dogg in Vanguard. I have Snoop Dogg 1 and 2 in Modern Warfare. Somebody, I think, gifted me the Snoop Dogg voice pack in Ghosts. So if we ever stream Ghosts again, I'll have to remember that. Yo, I got like a triple. Was that like an overkill? Fuck, that was amazing. Some stellar play here. Yeah, people always gotta like the stream, man. I always have fears. Sometimes I wake up in cold sweats in the middle of the night being like, they didn't like the stream. He goes crazy in Ghosts? Well, next time we stream Ghosts, it'll be funny to have Snoop Dogg in it. Yeah. Graphic tees?
Well, don't mind if I do.
Can I get revived? Thank you, I Diablo. Yeah, is that the vulture or is that the drop shot over there? I kinda want the torque bow here. Do I still go for achievements? Yeah, I mean when I can. If there's like an easy game, I'll sit there and mulch through all the achievements, but most of the time I don't really have time to do it. But I like to if I have a moment. Some days I'll like have like a little bit of time and I'll try to grind through an easy game or something. I wouldn't say I go out of my way anymore, but if I can, I spend time getting some achievements. I'm up to 682,000. I'd like to hit 1 million before the Xbox dies. That would be nice. I feel like everything would be a complete waste of my gaming for Xbox if I didn't hit 1 million before they, you know, give up on it and stuff. Yeah. Oh man, I'm hurt. I think you're dead, Carmine. Oh man, I'm hurt. Fucking Carmine lines are the best. Love Carmine.
tried to do that.
I think they'll have like a young Carmine in that game, like a new Carmine or something. Carmine's father. Damn. Talking about their bad habits. I thought that was every night. You're also thinking of doing... Oh! No, Zero. You're too good of a kid for that. That's a gateway. Somebody bring out the Americans. What is that? The dare thing. One of you old Americans, bring out the dare thing for Zero. Zero, you don't have to go down this dark path.
Mine now. Enemy contact. Mine now.
I like this map. It's like not the best aesthetically, but like it's kind of a cool like movement level. Or maybe not aesthetically, but flow-wise, but yeah.
Take note.
The Dare Lion? What's the Dare Lion? Is that an American thing? I just remember the Dare thing. Was it Grace, the moderator Grace? I could prompt her and she would do that and have the Dare thing pop up for the walls. Yeah. Somebody needs to save Zero from these critical life mistakes he's gonna make. You don't want to end up like my 1X. She had issues sleeping, had to use it every night. It was a problem. It actually was like, I think, a problem. Like, if no one else will step up for Dare, I'll go look up what it means. I know it's an American thing. Dare. Drug abuse resistance education. Oh, I thought it had like a thing that they. I thought they had like a motto or something like that. Yeah, dare Zero, dare to dare. Their mascot was a lion. Okay, that's kind of funny. Again, like we have different stuff in Canada, but I remember that being like the American thing they joke about is dare or whatever. Yeah. Fuck. Whoa, 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 the guy's just creeping up behind me, he doesn't shoot me? What you doing, Dom? Dom dying is what he's doing. I love how the movement and gears can be a little awkward sometimes, so you can't get kills. Yeah. Guys. Dare from ODST. That's funny.
Now.
The Dare Lion. How do I think he would react? I think it'd be a major problem, Zero, where, you know, you're already coming in here, legitimately drunk, messing up the streams you joined into, and then add a drug on top of that? That's just a recipe for disaster is what that is. You were a mess in that Halo stream. You were running around in Halo 4 using the assault rifle. Jesus Christ. It was embarrassing. I forgot that was an enemy. Yeah, the whole chat, instead of him talking about drinking, it'll just be about the Leafs. The Toronto Maple Leafs. It'll be all over the chat. He won't shut up about it ever. Oh, thanks for Sky Fans Forever. Thanks for supporting City. And thank you to you guys that sit there and like the stream, subscribe, and great donations, cool. Be the channel member you want to be. Channel member gifting for the Patreon option of Z. And the Discord and the Amazon store affiliate link. There you go. All that stuff. Take my breath away. That'd be annoying. Zero just got into drinking. That's all he talks about now. You get a picture of his plate, a picture of his alcoholic beverage. It's the Discord. It's just depressing. Just kind of waiting for the grenades here. I don't know, it can become an addiction for some people, though. Seriously, that one gal I was with, I think she had a problem. You shouldn't have to, like, rely on something to function. You're just putting it out there. Just remember to be responsible, Zero. I don't feel pressured from the cool kids. Peer pressure isn't the only pressure you need to live by. We should make that a motto now in the stream. Whenever anybody talks about that, we have to talk about it as if it's the Maple Leafs hockey team. God damn it. Yeah, we should make that like a thing on the channel. Whenever you talk about it, you gotta talk about it as if it's the hockey team, the Maple Leafs. That would be creative fun. Yeah, I think this would only be misleading to someone if they were like a complete dumbass, but you know, all to their own, right? Hey dude, you ever tried the Maple Leaf hockey team? How about them leaves? You ever tried skating up and down the ice? You know what I mean? Oh man, those Leafs, they sure lit it up last night. Is that a concussion, or did I just reach a new mellow level of living? I don't know about you guys, but those Maple Leafs were on fire, and there was smoke from the flames, if you know what I'm talking about. Gears of War Infinite? That's exactly what they should have called it. The Flames of the Canadians? I like the Capitals. Yeah, I like the Capitals. Yeah, I'm pretty fan of that team. I mean, obviously, the Flames are here, but, you know, I like the Capitals. Kind of like the Avalanche. Got a few teams I like. Flames are cool. Go watch their games sometimes. Is he shooting the Vulture at me? Like he is. It's a Maple Leafs. It's a pride of the North American hockey market, man. The Leafs have high value and expensive players that don't put out. Yeah, it's game 2 today, isn't it? The Stanley Cup Finals. Who will win? I think it's game 2 today. Will Edmonton bounce back, or will they disappoint again? Golden Knights. They're a team. Well, Snoop Dogg was a big fan of the Maple Leafs. Yeah, you kill one of the humans, another human pops up from the other way. It's like freaking killing guys left, right, and center here. You know what I'm saying? They're everywhere. Ah, crap. Did they just grab the boom? They just grabbed the boom shot, guys. You know what I forgot to do was sit there and grind out more of the Tomb Raider multiplayer. It's probably dead again. There goes ever getting that achievement. It's actually a close match. Are the Canadians trash? It depends on the year, really. They're usually pretty good. They're the last team that actually won a cup for the country. Back in, I think, 93 or something like that. Ugh, that guy got split, yo. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hockey, I think it's like most sports, right? Or it's ups and downs for teams, and they have different dynasty years and stuff. It's actually like a long-ass match, too. Yeah, if we didn't have two bots, we'd probably be winning this match, now that I'm thinking of it. As Scion's just like killing the whole other team. Casually. You like to watch the Maple Leafs before you hop on the Xbox? Yeah, there is something fun about that, isn't there? It really is. It's magical. Yeah, magical. Let's have a chainsaw battle, dude. I thought we were gonna chainsaw battle it up, and he freaking just shoots my ass down. So yeah, I was trying to prompt him to do the chainsaw battle. The guy's just having none of it. Not to be confused with the country, or the province. No, it's not the province, the territory, none of it. Oh, it's just a flashbang. I was like, oh, there's a frag, and then nope, not for me, not for me. It's going on forever. It's a very long match. Like it's so neck and neck. But oh, now we have real players. The high-level real players too. Kinda wanted to get this level over with. Uh-oh. He's lucky that I kind of missed the reload on there, because otherwise I would have chainsawed him from the side. Yeah, I'm thinking these new players might tip the tides in our favor, and then we'd have to do another round. Current state of play with the Stanley Cup. The Panthers are up 1-0 against the Oilers in the Stanley Cup Finals. Game 2, I think, is today. The Oilers were all over the Panthers the other day, but the goaltending was partially really good, and also the Oilers just didn't seem to put it in the net. But yeah, that's the status of it. Should be developing over the next week here. I'm just shocked that this hockey's still on. Like, it seems like it's summer. It should be concluded faster. They kind of drag it out almost. Oh, we did lose. Huh. Kind of thought we were gonna come back there a little bit. Anyways, guys, I guess that's a good point as any to call it a day on this. Oh, I got the MVP. Nice, nice. Got some good leveling, some fun chats. I think we're doing Starfield tomorrow, unless something weird and crazy pops up. And Fallout this week, Fallout 76, and other stuff. And yeah, catch you around. And